Hello everybody, and welcome to the Glow Forest June D&D one-shot. I am Firefly, owner of the Glow Forest, socials below, and I'm here today with a group of heroes ready for an adventure led by the amazing returning DM Aya. Clap, clap, clap. We're gonna go through really quick and introduce each of our heroes. So first up is Lufty.
Hello. My name is Lufty. I'm going to be playing Joe Black. And Joe Black is a young human man with dark, troubled eyes, jet black long hair, pale skin. He has mysterious tattoos that covers his arms. Overall, his aura is that of a tortured young man who has met many difficulties in his life. His armor is black, studded with spikes, and gives off some mysterious smoke. At least that's what he thinks he looks like. He's a teenager in a really deep goth phase. He at some point acquired some makeup and a lot of ink, and he's been using that to like dye his hair and draw tattoos on himself. But he kind of ran out of ink at some point, so like his blonde roots are showing, and the tattoos are kind of smudges at this point. Um, Yeah, and his armor used to be black, but it's kind of flaky, and at some point he went through growth sport, so it's all kind of too small for him at this point. Um, he's a cleric. Um, yeah, and that's Joe.
Amazing. He's an edgelord.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go in order of the holding screen. So next is me. I am Firefly playing Sam, exceptional Sam, and he would like you to call him so. But you know, for his friends, he'll accept just Sam. He is a bard. He's no, he is of average height. I will never let that meme die. He's got blue eyes, brown hair.
Maple won't get that meme.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'll learn.
um, blue eyes, brown hair. He likes to think of himself as I would say ladies' man, but kind of everybody's man. Uh, he thinks he's a dashing man, and that's pretty much it for Sam. He's exceptional. And last up we have Maple.
All right, so coming in at 8 feet tall, weighing 320 pounds, with a history of being a nomad and walking the earth, and a little bit of a dabble being a gladiator, we have Canavith Strongarm Thunukagala, or as most people call him, Strongarm. He's a Goliath fighter. He's 100% the living definition of the brawn, with zero definition of the brains.
Amazing.
That reminded me of like a UFC intro.
Yeah.
Weighing in at
Coming in.
320 pounds.
I thought about how to introduce him. I figured with the gladiator background, it would fit.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's perfect.
All right, so now I'm gonna hand it over to Aya. Good luck, everybody.
Hello, and welcome to the first session of the June Glow Forest one-shot. Today we have a small party, so your group of adventurers is accompanied by a fourth member. The fourth member is a gnome with chestnut brown hair and brilliant blue eyes. And they are called Tillywick Brightsoul. And you find yourselves, you have been summoned, well, invited is a better word, by a spirit who lives in the far north of the world, in the snow-capped mountains. And you have been invited by her to, or requested by her to please provide some assistance. You're not 100% sure of the nature of your assistance, but word received you through reliable channels, and you didn't have anything else going on. And so you accepted, and you all donned your cold weather clothing and trudged up the mountains towards a village that you are told is called Meijin. And her shrine, the Shrine of the Spirit, is a couple of miles outside of town, and we begin with you entering the opening of a cave, a small cave outside of the town. And as you do so, as you will all also notice that tucked around her neck behind the hood of the winter parka that Tilly is wearing, she has a black cat wrapped around her neck, who
my
you
God.
are told is called Riley.
Amazing.
I was wondering.
I have permission to do
Amazing.
this, by the way.
Amazing.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh my
And I'm gonna
God.
drop a picture of that I found on the internet for Tilly.
Oh my God.
So good.
I was like, oh, Tilly.
And Tilly, by the way, is a rogue.
Okay.
And so you enter the opening of the cave that you've received directions to, and they are very detailed, excellent directions that you are grateful for, because you might not have been able to find this cave if it hadn't been for the excellent directions. Even through the snow, the landmarks were extremely well described, and they were very detailed. And as you enter, you see at the back of the cave a small shrine, and the shrine is ragged and in disrepair. It is obviously old and has been lovingly maintained, but not so much in recent in recent times. You see a small altar that has gold leaf on it that is flaking in places, and some red cloth overlaying it, and some small tokens on top of it. And the cloth looks nice, but when you look at it closely, it looks worn, and there are some small holes in it, and there's some drifts building up inside the cave that they're a little they push a little bit further into the cave than you would expect from a snow spirit. And as you enter, you see a swirl of these drifts, and a woman appears in front of you, and she has pale skin and long, straight black hair, and is wearing a simple white shift and has glowing red eyes. And she says, welcome. You are the adventurers. Thank you for coming. My name is Kyoko.
Hello there.
Hello. You are the one who is exceptional, are you not?
I see you've heard of me.
I did request you all by name. Welcome. Thank you all for coming. The brief. I was informed that you received my request, but as by means of an update, I am the guardian spirit of the town of Meijin, and recently I have found myself unable to enter. And when I am unable to enter, I am unable to access the shrine to me inside the town. And I am worried that if the shrines are not kept up properly and they fall into disrepair, I will vanish and leave the town defenseless against the blizzards and the avalanches and the weather in this place.
That sounds bad.
I need your help figuring out why I cannot enter the town. What is blocking me from entering? And if you could clear a way for me to return. Oh, and there is the letter received. There's a promise of reward, and she gestures, and there's a small burlap sack that looks like it's got something lumpy in it. It's tied to the top with simple string, sitting next to the shrine, and she says, "There's the bag of gems, which was accumulated over the years of offerings," and she points at the top of the shrine, where there is a straight, narrow
Sam is like locked onto the treasures.
Yeah, the
Do you
reward
have-
is kind of why I came.
Well, you came nonetheless, Sir Goliath. Do you have any questions for me before you enter? I can direct you to the town, but again, I cannot enter.
None for me.
Mm-mm.
I have no questions for now.
And so, just so everyone knows, so the fourth is just to help you guys out a little bit in combat later, if it comes to it. To keep a DM PC from being too powerful, she's only gonna do stuff if you ask her to. She's gonna be essentially in the background helping you guys, but she's not gonna like take the lead on anything. So if you want her to do anything, she can, but I don't want, this is still your guys' party and not her party.
Cool beans.
So, and if no one has any questions, Kyoko hands you off some directions. She points out the best route through the mountains where you are least likely to trigger any further snowfall or fall through any deep rifts. And you make your way over this course of about the next hour. That's okay, Lefty. You make your way over the course of the next hour to the town of Meijin. And you see yourself come to the walls of a town. And she also tells you she tells you to visit. I forgot to. Kyoko tells you to suggest you visit her last remaining priestess in the village. An old orc named Ursula Gidden, who is at the second gate, and she gives you each a crystal to prove that you have come from her.
Cool.
What does the crystal look like?
It looks like a quartz crystal, but it is an unnatural shade of deep, not deep, of brilliant blue. It is like a white blue that when you look at it, you see what appear to be little sparkles inside it that look like snowflakes.
Sparkle, sparkle.
And it is about
Cool.
4 inches or so tall, and feels oddly weighty in the hand. It feels like it masses more than it otherwise would.
Thank you. I'll hang on to that. And Sam just puts it in his pocket.
And so, arriving at Meijin, it is encircled by a 15-foot high stone wall with small crenellations at the top. And there are 3 gates you see as you approach. There's a first one, a second one, and a third one going from left to right. And on the top of the gates, which gates look like they've seen a lot of the walls, and the gates look like they've seen a lot of weather. And at the top of the crenellations on the wall, you see a couple of banners flying, and the banners look relatively new. And you see a couple in black, and a couple in red, and a couple in green. And you also see some ropes that are positioned at the top of the walls and at the gates. A thick green braided rope with little wooden talismans hanging from it. What would you all like to do?
Can I look at the talismans?
Well, you can't. You can. Yeah, I'll say you can get up close to it. At the gate, there's which gate do you approach? Gate 1, 2, or 3?
What's behind door number 1? And I walk over there.
Okay. There are 2 guards there. One appears to be a dwarf with a pretty thick beard, and the other one is a human who is looks young, maybe in his late teens, probably new to the guard, and looks uncomfortable in the cold. And as you approach, they go, "Ah, hello, travelers. Where can we direct you to?"
We're looking for the shrine.
The shrine to the goddess. Well, it's not complete yet, but you're welcome to come, and it's through there, through the gates, and you'll find it being built next to the bathhouse.
Ah, good man. And I clap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, as
And I
soon as
just
they
walk
give me the
in.
directions, I'm just walking straight past them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lufty, you want to inspect the talismans?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check as the doors are open and as you walk by.
Oh boy, first roll of the night.
It's a new dice.
That's a 10.
You
Right down the middle.
you see symbols painted on the uh, on the ropes, on the talismans, and they're painted in red paint, but they don't look familiar to you.
You know what, though? It wasn't a natural one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's split right down the middle. I think that's an okay start.
Okay, so
are the talismans, like, shiny in any way, or are they just sort of, like, painted so they're a little bit dull and...
they're wooden, and they have they have engraved symbols on them, and the symbols are painted. The engravings, the recessed areas are painted in red.
Okay. I feel like Sam would probably look at those. Can I do an investigation check?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I'm just walking.
Ooh. Ho ho. It's a 21.
So the symbols, you recognize them as magical symbols.
Magic. Can I do an Arcana check to see what they are?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Ooh, 16?
That is, you made the check, so you recognize these precise symbols as belonging to the school of abjuration.
Interesting. Okay.
And as you all step through the gates, you find it noticeably warmer inside here. In the outside, it was what you would expect. It was cold with snow flurries. And as you step inside, it's like stepping from a cold winter day into a building that has been heated. You're wearing glasses, they fog up, and you're like, oh, I don't need my coat anymore. It's warm in here.
So we have to pee.
Well, I'm sure we can find you
I heard Lofty laughing. Lofty knows.
Find you. All right, moving on. You still see the same sights from outside as you would inside. So you look above the walls, you see the same mountain peaks and everything. But in here, it's warmer, and the snow, instead of collecting on the ground and forming drifts, it melts as soon as it hits the ground or the rooftops. There's no accumulated snow inside the walls of this town. And you sniff, and you're like, there's that smell in here. We'll make a perception check.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
17.
15.
So all of you recognize this smell as the kind of smell you would smell at a hot springs. It's a whiff of sulfur. And the guards did mention hot springs, and you are directed to the temple of the goddess. You walk, you go through the center of town, there's a small pagoda in this that serves as a covered center of the town with in same ways like a bandstand might. It's a roughly round structure with a pagoda on top, and there's some small benches in the inside where people can sit in the center of town and chat. And you are directed to the right, and you see immediately off of the main square a tall, sharp, imposing black building under construction.
Ah, that looks like the place. Shall we go forth?
Already on my way.
Whatever, sure.
All right. It is. You see people constructing it. There are people working on it outside, but there is nothing. There's no one inside.
Wait, is this
Um,
next to the bathhouse? Or is this something?
So the bathhouses are to the right. So
Okay.
town square, then immediately to the right of that, at the north end of the town square, is this temple being built, and immediately to the right of that is a bathhouse that has written on top of it a word that I will pull up for you because it's on a note in a different folder that I didn't open up.
Sam makes a mental note that there is a bathhouse here.
Okay, it is. They are called the Gift. It's called the Gift of the Goddess Bathhouse. It is still under construction, but you see some people sort of like with their feet in the hot springs, as though they're enjoying the bath. They're enjoying the baths while they're enjoying the hot springs and the water from the hot springs while the bath is being built around them. The bathhouse is being built around them.
Interesting.
Like a fairly new town? Because there's so much under construction?
Well, the town, everything. So the town looks old and well taken care of. And this temple that you're walking into, and the bathhouse both look conspicuously new. They look out of place, and in particular, the temple you're walking into has architecture unlike anything else that you have seen in your brief period of time. Everything else here is made mostly of wood. It has gracefully curving roofs. There are some paintings along the edges of the roofs in purple and green and blue, but they appear to have sort of a more natural look to them. And the temple that you are standing in front of is black and sharp and severe, and you see it is decorated with incomplete friezes on the outside in green and red and blue.
I'm gonna lean
You go
over
in-
to my. Oh,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna lean over to the group and be like, anyone else think this looks a little bit touristy?
Is there anyone in the
Really
building?
cool.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Was there anyone in the building?
No, there is no one in this temple. There's a couple of people working on the outside, but no one inside it.
You said there's workers around though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, can I like walk outside then and like yell up to one of the workers? Would they be able to
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Excuse me, where's the other temple?
This is the only temple in town.
Do not lie to me. Where's
I
the
am
older
not-
temple?
There's only this one temple. Oh, you mean the one to the betrayer?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's over right inside the second gate.
Interesting.
You take this road a little further and then turn right, and then 2 streets down you turn left and go up about 3 streets and then turn right again and it'll be right there.
Cool.
You got
As
that
soon-
right, Joe?
Again, like as soon as I hear the directions, I'm just walking.
Was somebody talking?
Tilly pops up and says, "I've got it. Don't worry." She's got a little notebook, writing it down.
Ah, Tilly, you're the best.
Yeah, Tilly always has a big smile on her face. very chipper. And so you do not enter this black temple here.
I mean,
I thought we
Sam's
did,
kind
but
of
there was no one in
interested.
there.
Yeah, Joe wants to go in the cool
Okay.
goth building.
So if you go inside it, you see it is essentially one large open space, and it is very tall. So the building is maybe 2 stories tall, but there are no separate stories inside, or maybe 3 stories tall. But there's no separate stories tall. It's just the building just rises vertically, like a Gothic cathedral.
Yeah.
Is there any? So they just said the temple. They didn't say who this particular temple.
Yeah, I
is
was just
too.
gonna ask, do I recognize any of the religious
Mhm.
symbols and stuff?
If you would let me finish describing it,
Sorry.
uh,
No,
you
tell us everything now.
on the floor, laid into literally what my next sentence is going to be, laid into the
We're
temple
excited.
is there is a large mosaic that takes up more or less the entirety of the floor here, and it is complete, and it is of a beautiful woman with dark hair and her eyes closed, and she's wearing a long cloak of red and green and blue with black and white lining. And you see there are no tapestries on the walls. There's just sharp edges and severe architecture, and it is surprisingly dark in here. There's not really much by way of illumination. There are a couple of small windows set very high up, which cast a couple of beams of light in here, but it is surprisingly somber in here. And at the very back of this building, very back of this opening, you see a small, what looks like a simple altar built out of constructed of the same black volcanic stone that you have seen the rest of this construction made of. And on it is a copper chalice filled with coins and gems and bits of jewelry.
Ooh. Sam likes.
Oh, God.
Religion check on the
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
on like the floor and the.
Yeah.
this-
So roll a religion check to see if you recognize the architecture.
Okay. 21.
Okay, I'm going to DM you.
can I also make a religion check?
Yeah. Roll.
Considering. Okay.
I is sliding up into my DMs.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a 24. Did you also get a 24?
Okay, so I'll just
I
tell
asked
you.
one.
If you guys both made it, I'll just tell you.
Yeah, because we
this
would
is,
tell. We would tell everybody
Yeah,
else. So.
this is it's. You both look around and go, "Wait, this doesn't belong here." This is a temple in the style of Tiamat.
Oh.
Lovely.
So I obviously know what it is, but would you mind explaining to Firefly and Maple who Tiamat is?
Okay, well, I mean, Firefly and Maple, do you need to have explained to who Tiamat is?
I do not.
I
Okay, cool.
do. I think I know who it is, but go ahead and it's a dragon, right?
Tiamat is the god of the goddess specifically. She's female. The goddess of the chromatic dragons.
Okay.
She is imprisoned at the moment imprisoned in Avernus, the first circle of hell, or at least resident there, but she can't leave. And she takes the form of a massive 5-headed dragon, where one head is one of the heads of each of the 5 colors of the chromatic dragons: red, black, green, white, and blue.
Lovely.
Freaking sick.
Okay, do you look around any more in here?
I think maybe we should move on. There's something weird happening here. I'd like to know why they think what's her name? Is a betrayer.
Actually, everyone, since you're in here, what's everyone's passive perception? I don't have your character sheets up in
15.
front of me.
Mine is 17.
And what's yours, Maple?
Oh, I wasn't there, so I wasn't gonna say, but mine's just 14.
Oh, okay. So the two of you who are inside looking around, you notice that there is a small most of the floor is taken up by the mosaic, but in the back right corner of the room, there is a small brass plaque set on the ground.
What's it say?
Do you go up and look at it?
Yes, I do.
All right. So it is there. It's fairly small and subtle, but it's shiny on the ground, which is why you noticed it so easily. And you see written on the ground, and I'm going to type this out. A little what appears to be a poem of sorts. And let me add some formatting so this just makes a little bit more sense.
Oh, thanks, Lefty. Sam doesn't really remember facts. He doesn't, or he doesn't remember names.
Yeah.
The spelling's is a little off, but yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and so this is the text of the that is set into the plaque, and everyone can read it. So I just put it in chat.
Okay. Cool.
Do you mind pinning that for the time being so we can reference that if it comes
Yeah,
up later?
I can pin it.
Thank you.
I pin.
I'm also putting the town.
Meiji. I also spelled that wrong.
Majin. Okay. I'm gonna read it out just so that like people watching can.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
good call.
What it says. So 5 to pass beyond the gate, and 5 to guide you forth. First is night as old as hate, then snow with little worth. Third comes oceans deep and still, then blood with ancient lore. Fifth for valleys with treasure to spill, and I shall reign forevermore.
And you also notice this is set in the middle of the plaque, and around it there are 5 small indentations set in a circle around this text.
Oh no.
Indentations. What kind of shape?
They're just round,
Okay.
and they're all the same.
How big are they?
The size of the pad of your thumb.
Interesting. Okay.
That doesn't sound like a cult.
No.
Sam is tempted to put his thumb in there, but thinks better of it. Just in case.
Joe's just like, so cool. This is so cool. Oh.
Yeah. Joe, I think we should go find Canavith and Tilly. And
Tilly's standing with you.
We're looking for
Tilly!
Ursula.
Huh. You're so quiet. Canavith. We should go find Canavith. And he's gonna kind of just cautiously walk out and go towards in the direction, taking Tilly with him to help guide, and hopefully Joe's following.
Yeah, Tilly pulls out her notebook and flips it to the right page, and leads you through. Canavith, where were you in this? Did you want to do anything by yourself?
As soon as the, I guess, worker told me where to go to find the quote-unquote betrayer's temple, I just started walking over there.
Okay. And look at your character sheet quick. Canavith.
We'll see you in a couple hours when you find your way there.
roll an intelligence check, Canavith.
Yeah, it's a strong suit.
With that strong -1 modifier.
I got.
Roll investigation if that makes a difference, which it doesn't look like it does.
It doesn't. No. So I got a mighty 3.
Okay.
Excellent.
You walk in a circle, and find yourself arriving back at the entrance to the temple at the same time everybody else walks out. The other 3 members of your party walk.
Okay. I'm gonna head off again.
Okay. Are you following anyone, or are you just trying to make your way there yourself?
Were they leaving before me, or was I leaving before
No,
them?
you arrive at the entrance to Tiamat's temple at the same time the rest of your party walks out
Oh, okay.
You're ahead
Like
of
of it.
us.
So you instead of arriving at, if you'd rolled good, you could have gotten to the other temple earlier than them, but you rolled very badly, got lost, and walked in a circle.
Yeah, he's strong arm, not big mind. So yeah, here we are.
All right, so Tilly leads you all following the directions you were given, and you find yourselves fairly not that far inside the second gate, which you were directed to by Kyoko. And you notice arriving at this building that it is the only building in town that does not also have these ropes and talismans strung around it. And it appears to be, it is relatively nondescript on the outside. The decoration is a little different. There's more symbols of blue and purple, and there are engravings of cherry trees. Cherry trees on the outside with their pink blossoms, and slapped on the front door in very, very slapdash paint is the text "Go Freeze" in green paint.
Go
freeze.
freeze.
Go
Yeah.
Freeze.
Okay. Interesting.
Sounds like somebody really needs to, let it go of their anger.
Wow. Wow. You went there.
Listen.
Okay. Are we there at this point, or is this
You're just you're out front.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Does it seem?
Can
Is
I
anyone
open
like?
the door?
Oh, okay.
Yes, you open the door. It's not locked.
Cool.
You open it, and there is a fairly small open area here. And you see another version that looks like Kyoko's shrine at the back wall set up, and this one looks like it's been well taken care of. And you see open doors on the back right and back left, and through the back left you see, sitting at a small table, an old white-haired orc woman with her hair up in a loose bun, and she has a mug of tea in her hands. She looks up and says, "Oh, guests, please come in. I wasn't expecting anyone. Please." And she kind of pulls a table out and pulls chairs and says, "What? Please sit. What can I do for you?"
Show me the gem.
I'm sorry, Maple.
Sure.
I didn't hear what you said.
I was gonna say, like, as Sam starts to speak, I'm just gonna take out the gem and put it on the table.
Hey.
Okay.
That was in my pocket.
I thought we all had one.
Yeah,
No,
I
just
thought we had
one.
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, I
Hands
kind of
reached
like.
into Sam's pocket.
Yeah, I kind of. I kind of liked the idea that you just reached into my pocket.
No, that's what happened. I'm saying that's what happened.
Perfect.
At the end,
Perfect.
I can say that. And so she her eyes go wide when she sees it and goes, "Oh, you've come from Kyoko."
Yeah, we're kind
That
of like
we
a big
have.
deal. Like, No,
Oh. Why did she send you? What did she send you for? Well, there are many reasons. I'm surprised. I haven't heard from her in some months. She
She was
normally.
like, can't get here and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, that would explain her absence.
There's something
Do you know?
apparently keeping her blocked.
Oh. Well, that explains a great deal. Is there? Do you know why?
That's why we've been sent.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. The door was unlocked. I thought it was fairly easy. I'm not.
Kind of looks at you and goes, okay.
You know, Cannabis, that's a fair point.
Well,
I
yes, please.
I can't have helped but overhear that there are some within the city that have called her a betrayer.
Yes, there is a soothsayer arrived in town 3 months ago or so, and she rapidly convinced the town that Kyoko was the cause of the blizzards and the avalanches, and not their savior. And the rest of the priestesses and my assistants, they all abandoned me and have gone over to the service of this new woman. Her name is and she thinks her name is Wardlaw.
Wardlaw. Spoopy. Is this woman the reason that temple is being built?
Yes, she's directing its construction in the honor of she says that she serves a different deity called Tamate. I am not familiar with it, but I do not believe that she is who she says she is.
You mean Tiamat?
I do not know who that is. What is a Tiamat?
Oh.
It's
She's
not
this
good.
like cool dragon lady, and she's like really badass and stuff.
Emphasis on the bad, I think.
That does not sound good. That might explain the lack of game and the the growing areas, the farms growing bare. The we grow some tubers and roots here for sustenance, and the hunters go into the forest to bring back game, and they have been bringing back less and less. It appears that the elks and elk herds that commonly roam around here have disappeared, and the farmers' yields have been decreasing over the last few months. There have been some patches that have been spoiled of our staple tubers.
What?
They're turnips.
Mm.
I believe that Wardlaw is living under the temple that she's having constructed. And
Do you
yeah,
know how to get down there?
no, my belief in the Guardian has caused dissent between myself and the villagers. I generally only leave for to go to the market or to pick up personal necessities. I have largely stayed confined to my quarters behind the temple here.
I'm not sure if you'd know the answer to this question, maybe. What about the protections placed on this town by your little tokens outside? Are those new, or?
Yes, they are. They were strung up about a month ago by on I believe on Wardlaw's orders. They were apparently to keep she told the villagers they were to keep the village safe from avalanches and blizzards. She kind of chuckles and says, as if the Guardian wasn't already doing.
Interesting.
Were there avalanches and blizzards before Wardlaw came in?
Yes.
Are there blizzards and avalanches now?
There haven't been any major ones in the last. There've been snow, but you can see it's gotten warmer. in here, so the snow doesn't affect inside the walls.
Is that new?
That yes, yeah, it's not normally warm inside a mountain village. She kind of looks at you like you're an idiot. And the hot springs after Wardlaw's arrival, she told the town that she brought, and she kind of spits these words like they're insulting the blessings of her goddess, and pointed out a site where hot springs would arise, and that's where the hot springs arose, and they're constructing
Things are
bathhouses
new
around
too.
them now.
That explains the bathhouse construction. Okay. Out of character, would the name Tomate mean anything to me?
Roll an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
Okay. 14.
You kind of like look over at Tilly's notebook, and you see Tomate written down, and you see Tiamat written down, and then you kind of go, oh wait, one's just the other one written backwards.
Yeah. I assumed as much. I just,
No, nothing else comes to mind.
Okay.
Well, I am kind of interested to see what might happen if we were to perhaps remove these protections. Or we can go and perhaps confront this new soothsayer, did you say?
That's what she called herself. She called herself a prophet. She says the goddess, her kind of like spits it again. Her goddess gives her visions of the future. It's how she knew it would get warm in here, and it's how she knew about the hot springs, and she has persuaded the town that she is the village's true protector.
Don't think it's like the best idea to like just go running around ripping down like holy symbols if the city is.
Well, I mean, I guess. So, should we
But like whatever.
Should we check out the soothsayer then, perhaps? We can go back to the temple and...
Well, she also said that there was like a thing underneath the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we shouldn't like imagine the hassle if we're just like running around and doing stuff and they're gonna be like, why are you doing this? And like can't we just like not do that?
Well, this goddess sent us on this quest. I don't think it's a good idea to go against a goddess.
No, but like can't we just like go to the coal temple and like go check out the basement? Because that sounds like really badass.
Yes. Oogway, is there anything you can give us to help us?
That is not my name.
Ursula.
Apologies.
Ursula.
Ursula.
That is my name.
Is there any way you can help us in this quest?
If you are able to sufficiently distract the town, I can probably sever the cord surrounding the town.
The cords?
The ropes with the talisman.
With the symbols.
I can't do it by myself. I'll be spotted and
Yeah, and you're also like
That-
super old.
you.
Sam like nudges
young-
Joe like, shut up.
And you young gentlemen will learn that in time, wisdom comes with age, including the wisdom to not have oneself executed or thrown in prison.
That was what I was saying.
Rightly.
That's why I was saying let's not, do what you're suggesting to do, but, whatever.
Well,
Is she always like this?
it's a phase.
Not a phase.
God, I miss Aya and Rain. Canaveth, what are your thoughts on this, my friend?
I don't know. I kind of wasn't paying attention at some point. I heard there's a basement with someone who needs a little bit of a how should I say this? Encounter with me.
It's possible, although I don't think that should be our primary goal.
It's like if we're like a super cool and like stealthy and like badass group of like sneaky people that like break into like the cellar of the Goth Cathedral, that would be so badass.
I just look at you and like from 8 feet tall down to however tall you are. Stealth?
That's average height.
You want to sneak.
Doesn't that like sound like whatever.
Sure,
Yeah.
I mean, you could be a tree or a wall. Neither would do.
No, I'm a man.
As you guys have this
I
conversation,
am not able to become a tree.
as Canavus says, "I'm a man," a brick smashes through the window of one of the front windows of the temple.
Sam whips around and starts to like pretend he's gonna do something, but actually cowers a little bit.
Strongham's gonna go outside.
Okay, you run outside, and you see a group of about 3 children scattering.
Investigate the brick.
Hey, get back here, you little shits.
Can I just pick one of the 3 randomly and just chase them?
Yeah.
Like, would I have known who threw the brick?
No, you wouldn't have known. So, but I'll say that there is a young dwarf, what appears to be a young dwarf female. Her beard is just starting to come in. It's kind of like peach fuzz. A young Goliath male, and a young tiefling who has sort of like a pale blue skin. And they're all scattering in 3 different directions. Which one do you pick to face
I'm going
after?
for the Goliath.
Okay. What's your speed?
30.
Okay. So just make a. Oh.
I put my middle finger at them.
Make an acrobatics check, and we'll make it a contested. So make contested acrobatics to see if you can catch up to them before they disappear.
Okay, and I meant to ask a little earlier. When we give rolls, are you wanting, like, let's say I roll a 15 plus 1, for example. Do you want me to say 15, and then
tell me 16, and if it's a 20, you can clarify by saying either natural or dirty, soft, whatever.
It's a dirty, naughty 20. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to clarify. That's what I was doing, and then I didn't know. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. That's exactly that. That's good. I mean, if it helps you to do the math out loud, then go ahead. Some people prefer to like add up as they go.
Yeah.
But if you just want to tell me, 16, that's fine.
Yeah, I thought that when I made my intelligence check. I'm like, it's not like it would have mattered because a 3. If I gave you 3 and you took away the 1 anyways, it like 3 or 2 doesn't really mean shit. But I got a 18.
Okay, they rolled a 5. So as they run, they scatter and they kind of take a glance over their shoulder and see you coming after him, and he goes, "Oh fuck!" and trips and falls flat on his face, and you catch up to him pretty quickly.
Cool. Can I pick him up?
Yep.
Cool. I'm
Not
gonna
even
bring him
make you
back
roll
to the
for it.
temple.
He weighs like 60 pounds.
Cool. I'm gonna bring him to the temple.
Okay, and he's kind of like kicking and struggling, but you are a very, very strong man, and he is, well, not old enough to be that strong. It looks like he's, I don't know, 14, 13. So he's maybe like 100 pounds, 110 pounds or so.
He's got so
I don't
much
know
to
how
live for.
Heavy, I don't
Don't
know how
murder
heavy
him.
14-year-olds are. I don't have any kids.
I look like Elias.
Hello,
He's probably
that
much
you-
larger than whatever 14-year-old child would normally be.
Okay. Well, you drag him back to everybody else, and he eventually just kind of resigns himself to his fate and stops struggling.
Okay. So assuming everyone else is already inside the temple, I'm gonna like bring him in. I'm going to like just if I was dragging him, I'm gonna like try to like throw him forward, and then I'll close the door behind me.
Okay.
So during that, I think Joe was examining the brick.
Yeah.
Oh, roll an investigation check.
Oh, you up? Ooh, that is a solid 6.
Nice.
It's
Mhm.
a brick.
It's a brick. Yeah. This is definitely a brick. That's cool.
Well, you're not wrong, Joe.
Whatever.
So as you see this, there you see dumped unceremoniously on the ground inside here is what appears to be a young Goliath boy, and Ursula looks at him and says, "Samuel, what are you doing? You know better than this." And he
Yeah,
says,
what's the matter with you?
"You need to leave. We don't want you here in town anymore." Did you say something, Maple? Because I heard something sound like came from you, but I didn't actually hear.
Yeah, could I just be like, as he's trying to like just be a generic prick to this woman, can I just be like looming over behind him?
Yeah, make an intimidation check with advantage since you've already ran him down in the street.
Okay. So first roll is a 16. The second roll is it's a 23.
Ooh.
Okay. As he kind of like, starts to, get blustery, kind of sees your shadow looming through him because you're backlit a bit from the window behind you, and he kind of looks up and over his shoulder and goes, "Oh
Nice.
fuck."
I'm just gonna like clear my throat. Were you saying something?
No.
So who threw the brick?
I threw the brick.
Why did you throw the brick?
Because my parents say that she's the reason that the fields are going bad and that the herds are leaving and she needs to leave.
Do you believe like everything your mommy tells you?
Yeah, because she beats me when I don't.
It.
Well, and I just turn to the priestess and I'm like, what would you like done?
We can treat
He
this
can
place
help me
like home
clean
if
up.
you'd like.
I'm sorry, say again, please.
I was gonna say if you'd like, we can treat this place like his home.
No.
No.
I
There's
don't think
no need for
mm.
there's no need for further beatings. He can help me clean the the temple and repair the window.
I think that sounds fair.
And he kind of goes, okay, well, I can do that.
Well, get to it.
And Ursula gestures off to the other door, and she says, go and get the broom and dustpan and get the wand of mending. And he kind of scurries through the other door, and you hear him rooting around in a supply, the fantasy equivalent for janitorial cabinet. And she looks at you and says, we'll get the window repaired. Is there anything? Can I help in any way? Is there?
Well, I mean, this is
Ursula
like
sent you to help.
your
Is there anything I can do?
goddess. Like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want us to do?
Well, I want you to do what Kyoko asked you to do,
Well,
and I will be of assistance.
I think perhaps, just to make sure that we have all the information we need before we make a decision, we should go to the other temple and try to find this basement. Speak
Yeah.
to the other, to this soothsayer, as she calls herself.
which, by the way, could you spell that out?
Spell what out?
Soothsayer?
Soothsayer?
Oh, Soothsayer. Soothsayer.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, let's go. And I'm going to walk out the door. And just head back in the direction of the other temple.
Okay. You pass through, now that you're not, you've been this way before, you can look around a little bit more, and you pass through what appears to be a fairly prosperous, middle-sized town. Some of the names on things have, it looks like they've been recently renamed. You pass an inn, which has fairly roughly scraped away the top. The name is now, it's called the Hot Springs Hearth. And you pass a general store and a smith, and the usual things that you would see in a middle-sized mountain town. And you make your way. You arrive back past the bathhouse, still with people bathing in the hot springs, still with construction going on around them, at the temple.
Is it does it look unusual to have these hot springs? Like, does it look weird that these are here now? Because apparently these are a new installment from everything we've heard.
I'm not 100% sure what you're asking.
Like the hot springs themselves, they're kind of newer, right?
Yes, and Ursula told you that Wardlaw pointed where they would arise, and they arose.
Right.
Where she designated, and that was recently in the last 3 months.
I guess, like, does this look like the product of magic? Or, I mean, I guess it would be.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Sam's decently intelligent. That's a 13.
You kind of have a hunch that hot springs arising randomly is unusual and possibly the result of some sort of magical effect.
Okay. All right. I continue on to the place.
Okay. You arrive at the temple. There are still, it's about the same as you left it. There's no one inside, and there are just a couple of workers on the outside. A couple of them look down at you and kind of just go, and then go back to their work.
Excuse me. I like shout up to any of them.
One looks down and says, "Yeah, what do you want?"
We were told the prophet.
I haven't seen her in a couple hours. She hasn't come or gone in a little while.
Come or gone from the basement of the temple.
How do you know about the basement
Oh
of the
my
temple?
god. Joe just like face palms,
A lucky guess.
both hands.
She hasn't come or gone in a little bit. He goes back to enameling some symbols on the outside.
When I said anything about when I said the thing about the basement or anything, did he like look anywhere in particular?
Well, he's on the outside, so no.
That doesn't mean there's not like an outside door somewhere.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. There was no furtive glance.
Okay. All right.
Way to go, Sam.
Nah, I took a chance and it didn't pan out.
Well,
Anyway.
now everybody knows that we're looking for that. We know about the fucking secret basement. And like, oh, what? Just like. And I just walk
What's
into
wrong,
the
Joe?
cool
Am I
gothic...
embarrassing
no,
you?
I'm just walking. I just like walk into the cool goth church. Cathedral.
Okay.
Thing.
You walk into the Evil Dragon Church.
Yeah. The cool goth cathedral. I've named it.
And
okay. Please respect the naming.
It's the same as when you left it. You've only been gone from here for about a half an hour, and nothing has changed. There's still the chalice at the far end, at the middle of the far wall, set atop a small altar, black volcanic rock altar, or volcanic stone carved altar, and there's still the same brass plaque in the far right corner of the floor.
Tilly's with us, right?
Yes.
And there's nobody else in the cathedral?
Nope, just you four.
I turn to Tilly and I go like, aren't you like the person that would be looking for secret entries, things like that? Would you?
Tilly will make an investigation check, which I'm just going to roll for. Tilly's going to roll in D&D Beyond because it's easier. So Tilly is very, very good at investigation. She was a spy. She rolled a 29.
Hell yeah, Tilly.
18 plus 11.
Jesus.
Holy crap.
That's amazing.
She's a rogue, and her magic item is the Stone of Good Luck, because I couldn't think of what else to give her. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite magic items. It's low-key really, really good. Anyway, so she kind of like searches through the floor, and you spend about a half hour just kind of watching this petite gnome, and she sends her cat out, and the cat kind of like peruses the corner, and this little void sausage just kind of explores all the corners and sniffs at some things and some scratches.
That makes like a very big deal about like being a lookout and like looking all cool and broody and like with his arms crossed and like looking out.
Okay, make a perception check.
Sure.
I'm just gonna let this number ride. We'll see how it goes.
13 plus 18.
Okay. I'll just let you know if anything comes up. So Tilly and Riley both converge on the plaque, and she kind of pulls out a dagger from her side, and she slides it along the edge of a faint door that surrounds the plaque. It's about 4.5, 5 or so feet wide in a square with the plaque at its center, and she says, "This is a trapdoor. It goes down."
Ah, I had a feeling. Shall we go?
Well, I can't open it from here. This is a riddle. You have to solve the puzzle.
Ah, right. Those words.
It is not something I can disarm from the outside. It's magical.
Okay, here's my take on the riddle. So we need 5 things to go into the. There's 5 indents around the brass thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is a little out of character, just like the or so like we need 5 things, right? So we've got night as old as hate, something black, snow, maybe white. Like my idea is color: blue, red, green,
Or yellow for gold.
or yellow. Yeah, that's
So first is night as old as hate. That's black. Then snow with little worth. White. Third
or
comes
yellow.
oceans deep and still. Blue. Then blood with ancient lore. Red. Fifth for valleys with treasure to spill. Green.
Or gold.
Or gold.
So we just put things of that color.
Well,
I'm gonna go up
isn't
to the altar that had
Mhm.
like the cup and like you said there was like other little treasures on it, right?
Yeah. It's as you get up to and closer, you see it is full with gold coins and gems and jewelry and the like. There are valuables in this chalice. It looks like an offering chalice.
Okay. Are there gems and jewels that are the 5 colors we need?
Indeed, you find a small what looks like an amulet carved of jet, and you see a sapphire that appears to be set in an earring. Just a plain moonstone, round oval moonstone, and an emerald set into a ring, and a ruby that appears to have been carved in the shape of a chrysanthemum.
And they're all the right size to fit in the spaces?
They're all small and jewelry sized.
Okay. What about these? And I just bring them over.
Looks good.
Oh, and you
Alright.
also find, since you mentioned yellow, you find a fairly large round golden topaz ring that is it's not faceted. It's just carved into an oval. It's not super shiny, but it is the right color.
Okay. Well, the colors of the dragons are black, white, blue, red, green, right?
That's why I
Okay.
was thinking green instead of yellow, even
Yeah.
though that fit as well.
Mm-hmm. So Sam's gonna start putting them in order. So first the black one, then the white one, then the blue, red, and then green. Oh, we'll see
Okay.
what happens.
As you place, you start from the top, and as you go clockwise around, you place. You drop them in each of the indentations, and as each one is in place, Tilly, who is listening, she has her ear to the trapdoor. There's a little tiny. She hears a little tiny click when each one lands in place, and when the last one is in place, the trapdoor goes shoom and slides down, and the jewels drop into the darkness below.
Joe goes like, "Hell yeah!" and like holds up his hand to like high five Sam.
Sam does like the dad like fist bump into the high five.
And then he like coughs and goes like, I mean, yeah, that was like, pretty cool or whatever. Like,
Shall we go?
Yeah, I'm climbing down the ladder.
Okay.
We're jumping in the hole, whichever one.
Do you bring a source of illumination with you?
I'll get down there first.
Okay.
I'll figure something out.
You get down there, and it's about a 15-foot climb. There are rungs carved into the stone. You're climbing down into volcanic rock, black volcanic rock, and you arrive at a relatively smooth bottom. and if you feel around the walls are relatively rough-hewn.
Does the volcanic stone, seem natural?
I'm You don't
proficient in
really.
nature.
Roll nature then. Yeah, roll nature.
Are there any torches and sconces inside the?
Nope.
16.
It's possible, but unusual for this
Okay.
particular part of the world. This is not really a volcanic area, so this much volcanic stone in one place, and it appears to the temple appears to have essentially been constructed vertically up out of this black volcanic stone. Not super common for this part of the area.
Alright, so I'm gonna take out a torch and light it with my tinderbox.
Okay. You light the torch, and the flare of light around you, you see in here, it is maybe 15 feet by 10 feet. Actually, no, 20 feet by 15 feet or so. And it is appears to be a simple room carved from the rock. The floor is fairly smooth, but the walls are a little bit on the rough side. Like if you've ever been to a cave that has lots of tourists go through it, the path that tourists walk through is fairly smooth, but the walls are rough. That's kind of what this is like. And there is a desk and a chair on one side, and on the desk is a small statue of Tiamat. And you look at it, and the red head is in the middle of the 5 heads. And unlike the others, the red head has golden. The eyes appear to be some sort of gold, either overlay or small gold orbs that have been set into this carved statue. You also see some claw marks along the walls and floor, and one corner of the desk is charred a bit. And in about a 10-foot square patch in a fairly flat circle, you see a pile of gold and precious gems.
Ooh.
It's not a mound. It's relatively flat, as though it could be laid upon.
Lufty has a thought, but does...
What?
Okay.
What's your thought?
I mean, there's a dragon statue on the desk. There's claw marks on the walls, and there's a little hoard of treasure in the corner, y'all.
Well, I mean, Tiamat is the goddess for chromatic dragons. What are you concerned about?
Good dragons, mainly. You know.
It is becoming increasingly likely that we're going to have to that we may have a run-in with a dragon.
I look forward to it.
Look, Joe, if you're not up for it.
Can I keep doing the lookout thing?
Yep.
Can I... Do you want a new
I'm
roll?
just letting your 18 ride, and
Okay.
I'm letting you know when if something's happening.
So do we see any other, like, Tilly, could you perhaps check for any more secret entrances or exits in this room?
Okay. Tilly hops down. She's going to make an acrobatics check.
Just approach all the golden shit.
Her acrobatics isn't great, but she's really good dex, but she's not proficient in it. But she sticks the landing fairly well. Does a little cool roll, and Riley appears out of thin air next to her. Riley is her familiar. And they go through, kind of search again through here for any traps or anything like that. She rolled a 12, which is a 1
like
plus
a
11.
35.
Oh boy.
She rolled a
finds
natural 1?
she rolled natural 1. She finds no
Mm.
additional traps or hidden doors, but she does, in plain sight, point out on the desk is a note, handwritten.
All right. Without picking it up, I'm gonna go over and look at it.
Okay. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
It is not in a language you can read.
Heck. Can anyone else read this? I don't recommend handling it yet.
Is it in Giant?
It is not in Giant.
can't read
Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Infernal.
It is not in any of... So none of you, nor can Tilly, read this note. It is not in a language any of you read.
Son of a biscuit.
Can I just like take some of the gold and the gems that I'm standing in front of?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well,
we
they're
see
trying
that
to like
happening?
decipher the note.
Roll a sleight of hand check if you're trying to do it subtly.
No, I'm just going for it.
Oh, okay.
I'll grab like as big of
Then
a
yes,
handful.
then yes, you see him doing it.
My friend, I would hesitate to do that.
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
We're in a bitch's basement.
Yeah,
Are you
who like
arguing
may...
take it?
Well, she may or may not be a dragon. I think like taking a dragon's shit is like not a good idea.
Okay, so while Joe's saying that, I'm putting the shit in my pockets.
Okay. Okay.
Like making the hand wiping motion of like not my problem.
Yeah,
All right. Go ahead, Firefly.
Oh no, I was just thinking
About the imminent death that he has caused.
we
So it's just a room, right? Like there's no door, hallway, anything like that.
No, it's just a room. There's nothing else. There's it's just the four of you down here in this room.
Until he couldn't find any other entrances or exits.
Tilly rolled a natural 1 on her investigation check. Tilly found the stuff that was in plain sight and nothing else.
Are you sure there's nowhere, Tilly? And then I'm going to do my own investigation.
All right, roll another investigation check.
It's a 15.
Okay, you spend about 10 minutes repeating Tilly's search, including kind of like gently using like the end of a stick to try and poke through the hoard to see if there's anything underneath it. Nothing.
Okay.
Do we take the note?
I was thinking we could take the note and perhaps bring it to Ursula to read. Maybe.
Sure, I'm gonna pick it up.
All right, it bursts into flames. Just kidding. It's a note.
You bastard!
my heart, don't do this.
No. It's just a piece of paper with writing on it.
Cool. Is there anything else on the table other than like the dragon statue?
The statue and the note, and that's it.
Can I look at the statue?
Yeah. It's a statue of Tiamat that appears to be... The body is carved from what appears to be jet, and the heads are all constructed of carved semi-precious materials. So that the black head is carved from jet, and the green head is carved from jade, and the red head is carved from what appears to be red marble and moonstone, etc.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like look to the others. Seems expensive.
Don't, dude. Just be cool, okay?
Puppy is dreaming right now, by the way, so if you hear little woofs,
Oh,
it's because he's asleep next to
adorable.
me.
That's cute.
Yes.
Joe, do I need to remind you that we broke in here?
We didn't break in, technically. We
There
solved the
there was a
riddle.
lock.
Yeah, and we solved the riddle. We didn't technically break in. There were no signs
Technically.
outside that were like, you can't, no entry beyond this point. Parents, what does it usually say? Parents are responsible for their children or something. It's usually the sign outside of like areas.
I'm gonna do like a motion around the room. Do you see any signs that say "Don't touch the stuff"?
That's kind of implied socially.
While they're having this debate, Sam is just gonna go back over and pick up all the little gems that fell through when the door
You
opened.
both are actually like terrible.
What? I'm picking them up for if this place closes when we leave. Don't get mad at me.
I'm gonna leave. I just leave. I just give them both
Okay.
like the death stare and then I leave.
Okay, you climb back up, and as you climb back up, you hear the sound of what appears to be proselytizing coming from the town square.
Wait, what was that word?
Proselytizing, someone who's doing preaching.
Gotcha.
Let's go. Sam climbs up too.
Right now only Joe hears this.
Oh, okay. Sam was gonna climb
leave.
up anyway, though.
Okay,
So
and
Sam
you
just
did
climbs
take
up.
the statue, correct, Maple?
I picked it up. I didn't like put it in my bag.
Okay, got it.
Oh, so you're just gonna walk out holding it?
No, I didn't. I never said I was. Okay.
I'm
You
teasing.
said
I'm
something
teasing.
that
I'm
I
teasing.
missed, and I just wanted to make sure that I did or did not. I'm not. It's not a judgment. I just wanted to track if you did or didn't.
No, I picked it up to just like look at it, and then I put it back
Okay.
down. No.
Got it.
Cool beans.
Got it. All right. So Joe comes up and hears voices coming from the center of town, including what sounds like a female voice, and you hear the word Tamit and Savior and praise. Excuse me, Tamet.
I like poke my head down the trapdoor and I'm like, yo, guys, there's something happening in the square. We should maybe go check it out.
Is it the priestess? And Sam comes over and
I don't know.
so moody.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it's good.
Yeah, Strongham's gonna climb up the ladder.
All right. As you all emerge, the sounds start to filter through, and you start to hear people talking in the town square, including you hear sort of murmurings of responses, and then the person driving the conversation appears to be a woman's voice.
Are they coming here or like just louder?
No, you just hear them. They don't appear to be getting any closer, but you just hear the voices.
I'm gonna walk towards where I hear the voice is coming from.
All right. Well, why doesn't everyone? Firefly, you can queue up roll 20. Everyone pull up your roll 20s. Your rolls 20. And we'll move the players over to town center.
Ooh.
This is my first time using roll 20, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh, she cute,
so you have. You are
I was like,
coming
oh shit, she's hot. Oh no, she's hot.
You are coming out of this top building here on the right. You see a cluster of about 9 villagers listening to a tall human woman with gleaming copper red hair and pale amber eyes. And she is dressed in a cloak of red, green, and blue, and she's wearing a broad-brimmed hat that has a twisted rope around the bottom of the crown. Then twisted rope is in red, black, green, blue, and white. And she appears to be giving a sermon on the glories of Tamet and what they have brought to the town. And she mentions the the gift of the hot springs and the gift of warmth, and how everyone should do her praise and thank her for all of her everything she has brought to this town. And you all feel free to. You should all be able to move each of your individual tokens. Let me know if you can't, and just let me know how you would what you would like to do.
Sam's
this-
gonna walk up.
This
Same thing,
here
'cause I'm a boomer.
is a low wooden fence, so you can't walk vertically through it, and it doesn't provide cover.
Okay.
It's just like two wooden cross beams. It's fairly easy to see through it.
Luckily, I have an 8-foot Goliath in front of me.
Okay,
It's like
and
when you
so
go
what,
to the movie
what you all
theaters
do
and you're
as
trying to see
as you walk
something.
out.
Sorry.
I just want to get like closer to hear what she's saying.
Okay, you hear her clearly.
Okay. It just looks like townsfolk, just like regular townsfolk.
Yeah, this is a
that are
regular
listening.
commoner.
Okay.
And she looks over and sees you come out of her temple and approach, and she says, "Ah, we have guests. Everyone, welcome the visitors from out of town. Please, enjoy yourselves. What can the good graces of Temate bring for you, good travelers?"
I don't know. What could she do?
She has brought warmth and prosperity to this village. Have you enjoyed the bathhouse yet?
Not quite yet.
Yeah,
I
we were.
invite you to enjoy sample its relaxing waters. And when you have finished, in thanks, you could leave an offering to Temate at her temple, who I believe you have just visited.
Can we retroactively? If this is not possible, that's fine. But like, can we have like obscured our like taking out the gems and close the trapdoor and shit? Or is that too late?
Yeah, I assumed you did that when
Okay,
you
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had already picked up the gems too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When I was in the. Yeah, when
I'm
we were
sorry.
still down there, I picked them up.
You straight up called her a terrible person. for
Yeah.
having picked up
I
the
thought
gems
she was.
that
I'm
fell
sorry, I
to the ground.
misunderstood. I thought Sam was rooting for the horde and taking stuff.
No. I picked up specifically the gems from that we put in
Oh
to
no,
open the door.
she's gonna not be. Oh.
No, they weren't like special gems. They were
the gems that open the trap door.
yeah, but they weren't like
Yeah, so
specifically
special
for
gems.
that purpose. They were just
That you know.
I
Well.
mean, we also took a handwritten
Whatever.
note from the desk.
true.
Also true. Yeah, both of these things, Joe was not very happy about, but
All right, Sam's just gonna be like, actually, yeah, I just kind of had a question about these hot springs. Where did they come from?
They were brought here by the good graces of Temate.
Right.
My goddess has given me the sight to see what was coming, and I was able to tell the townsfolk, and they were able to make plans. And they have, in their gratitude, graciously begun to build a temple to Temate. She gestures at the temple that she just walked out of.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see like if she is who she believes she is, or if she's like just speaking like, oh yeah, I was spoken to by her when she could actually just be her.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Where's her skills?
That is a 15.
Okay. Well.
Oh, I have passive insight as 17 though. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I'm going to DM you because
Okay.
you rolled a 14.
Okay. My God, Lovely. Okay. Okay. Out of curiosity, how long has the goddess spoken to you?
What the fuck are you doing, Lefty?
What?
What?
You made
Hey,
your
roll
picture
20.
me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why
I
are
was
you-
just looking around and I have the option to type as exceptional Sam, so I was just gonna like.
I don't. Oh,
I didn't know you could do that.
exceptional Sam should only be available to be maneuvered by
Oh, if I can move her.
Firefly.
Oh, I can move her. Yeah, yeah. So there's.
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't
right. I
matter.
forgot to save. There we go. Here we go.
It's
Firefly.
fine. I won't.
Forgot
I
to
won't
save.
fuck with it.
All right, now try again.
Yeah, no. We're good now. I was gonna
Okay.
make a stupid joke though. Anyway.
Okay, it should just be because Firefly joined Roll20 late. I couldn't pre-assign her the
Oh,
character.
sorry,
I assigned it to all
sorry.
characters. No, it's
No,
okay.
I was
thought I
just
did
gonna
that
write.
before everybody logged in, but I forgot to click save.
Gotcha.
I was
Anyway.
just gonna write like I smell farts or something.
Yeah, that checks out. All right, so what were you saying before we got distracted by Lufty being Lufty?
I was just asking her how long the goddess has spoken to her. Like, how long has it been since you've been a prophet of how does she say her?
She says to mate.
To mate, right. Okay.
Wait, she's saying Tiamat backwards.
She
Right.
spreads her hands and says, "My entire life."
And what brought you here specifically?
The words of the goddess.
Why does the goddess want to be here?
It is as good a place as any. Is this town not a great place to grow up or to live? And you hear the townspeople say, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a great town. We love this town. Yeah, the goddess is awesome. She made it warm in here. The cold sucked.
She made it warm in here. Did we know just like would our characters have known coming into this if there was any specific like trade for this town, or like was it built on I don't know, old ruins or anything like that? Like anything that would make this place valuable that would be common knowledge?
Roll a history check.
Okay. It's okay at history. 19.
Nothing comes to mind for you. You've never really been to this part of the world before, but you do know that it is you could surmise that it's a fairly nice fur trapping region, and there do appear to be a fairly large amount of gems here. It's a prosperous town.
Okay. Are you sure it has nothing to do with potential treasures?
It is a rich town. The goddess has been good to this town. And I am here at the request of the goddess to help it prosper further. Yeah, we're big fans. We really like it here. Yeah, it's been great. We really like the warmth. It's nice. And the hot springs are relaxing. Me and my old lady, we went down to the hot springs last weekend, and it was fucking incredible. I had bits of me feeling soothed that ain't never felt soothed in my entire life. And you see a woman next to him just kind of like put her hand in her face, or her face in her hand, like pretending she doesn't know the person she's very obviously married to standing next to her.
Well, friends, I think we had an appointment on the other side of town. We should go there.
Yep.
I don't remember an appointment.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
roll,
quite certain
roll a
strong arm.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh no. Ah,
Is she trying to persuade me?
No, she's trying to persuade the villagers, which is why it's with disadvantage.
Oh, I meant like our group, not the
your
villagers.
group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about the villagers.
I was like,
Oh, okay, yeah, then you don't need to roll a persuasion check. The party
Okay.
react to it.
Yeah. No, I
talking
just
villagers.
meant like our group, like the four of us.
Yeah, I don't remember an appointment.
Well, it's for your memory loss. Let's go. And I'm gonna like gently nudge Strong Jaw. I think this is the direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong job.
Strong arm. I got critical roll.
I guess specifically like this one villager will let me say, "Fight memberless," as I'll like follow.
Tilly, kind of looking confused, gracefully leaps over this and follows. Where are
Hell
you going, Firefly?
Back to the temple, to Ursula. Along the way, though, I'd like to take a little vial of the hot springs water.
Yeah. Be careful.
Okay.
As she's doing that, as he's doing that, I'm like, don't touch it.
With my mage
Don't
hand.
touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would do it with my mage hand.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, because
Stealthy.
mage hand's not invisible.
Oh. Well, I thought there were some, like, out of the line of sight of this lady. No?
There are other people here.
That's fair. Oh, natural 20. This is 23.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, there appears to be a stout female dwarf overseeing the construction and bossing everybody around, and you manage to do this right when she's looking the other way, and you slip the vial in and bring it back to you with mage hand. And do you have a vial in your inventory?
It's a good question.
Because if you do not have a vial in your inventory, you cannot do this thing.
I'll just say that I dumped out my water skin and put it in there.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so we could have like used a cup from that. It's not closed off, but you know, that's an option.
Yeah, I'll say, as long as you tell me that you had a thing to do it in. You have a mesh kit which would have a cup in it, and you have a water skin. So yeah, you do that.
Okay, cool. I never remember what's in the adventures, or the adventuring pack. So there's like a ton of different stuff.
It's in the player's handbook on page. Andrew will look it up quick.
Also, all in the equipment section of D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That
when you
too.
click it, it doesn't
Page 151
go
of
like,
the
super
player's
into it.
handbook if you have a paper copy.
I do. It's downstairs. That's okay. That's alright. I'm just gonna say the water skin.
You have an adventurer's pack?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not one of the options. An explorer's pack, perhaps?
That doesn't come with anything.
There's
It
a
says
medkit and a water
backpack
skin.
adventuring gear.
Oh, fuck it. Well, just
It's fine.
You use a cup.
I
use
use
a
the water
cup from your
skin.
mesh kit and your
I can offer my cup.
water
I can
skin.
offer my cup from my mess
Okay,
kit.
okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So what you have a sample of the water, and
Mhm.
where do you go now?
We're going to the temple with Ursula. Going back over there.
Okay. You take about 20 minutes. You go back.
So
Ursula she has a little wand, and she is putting each individual piece of the stained glass in this front window,
No.
and she's touching the wand to it, and it feels the crack around it. She's very slowly assembling this little wand of mending.
No. Alright, my friends. Something weird is happening here. Also, and I'm gonna make sure that my voice is a little lowered. Hello, Ursula. Also, guys. She was lying.
Obviously.
I think that was her. She's no prophet. She is the goddess.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but it's just an impression I got. Also, does anyone here have detect magic or, I don't know, other stuff to see if
Didn't-
something's weird in this water?
I did not prepare that.
Neither did I. Because I totally forgot that I was with Aya last time. I was like, I don't need wizard things.
I
could
didn't.
drink it.
Ursula,
No.
do you have anything that helps?
If we take a sleep, I would be able to see if this water has any magical properties
I
to
think
it.
it's still pretty early in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. This is what I got. Take it or leave it. Whatever. If I'm not like, if my things aren't like good enough for you, if my palms aren't good enough for you, whatever. I could even
Sam's
like
just gonna
see if it's
ignore
like
the attitude.
poisonous
Be
or
like-
diseased. I could even like bless it. I could do so many things, but like if that's
None of
not
them are useful to us.
whatever.
Um,
Well, you know what? So neither are you. So like whatever.
So Sam is just gonna ask Ursula if she's got the ability to detect magic or anything.
Ursula says, I'm sorry, I am not that kind of a priestess.
Do you trust anybody that would know in town?
No.
Hmm.
We don't have a resident wizard in this town. The only person I can think that has used arcane magic at all is Wardlaw.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Long rest.
This was not as helpful as I had hoped it would be.
I ugh, you know, like
Who is Wardlaw
obviously.
again?
Huh?
Wardlaw? Who's that again?
This is the woman.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so what was this about my memory loss?
So don't worry about it. You're fine,
you-
bud.
Or like
Just pat
mutter
him.
under my breath. I do not have memory loss.
Remember a memory loss.
uh,
So mad at myself.
does anyone have any ideas?
Well, I agree with your hunch that something's in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Aya, why do you keep typing and then stopping? It's making me anxious. Heck you.
Why do you think I'm doing it?
Yeah, I agree that with your notion, you know, like something could be like, you know, in the water, and it could be like making them into like zombies or something, you know, like.
I think it's more making them complacent than anything.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly that that's what's happening. However, you give a town of very cold people a very warm place, and they'll probably like you as well.
Why don't we just
There's
go
so
and
much. There's a.
What were you gonna say, Maple?
why don't I just take the water and see what it does?
Hmm.
See what
But-
happens to me.
We kind of need you on our side, though. I also don't know if you need to drink it. I can't imagine many people are going in there and drinking the hot springs water.
I could simply just go into the hot springs.
Okay,
True.
if we listen, if you guys give me a sleep, I could. If you guys gave me some time to prey upon my deity and confer with her and feel her touch upon me, I could be able to prepare some of the things that could help us.
Okay, Firefly and Maple, roll a Constitution saving throw.
What?
I got a 26.
17?
Okay, the 26 is fine. With a 17, you retch slightly in your mouth when Joe says, feel her touch upon you about his goddess.
Amazing. Can we please not phrase it that way?
The bond that I have with my
Anyway, so
It's
do we
special and
want to
intimate.
take this long rest to allow Joe to think upon things? It is just a hunch, and we could be just wasting time for no reason.
and it would take away some of the things that I have prepared that could be helpful as well. I'm
Hey, Bard.
Hmm?
Roll your choice of history or arcana.
Okay. Arcana. 14. Okay.
You know that dragons are, in general, fiercely protective of their hordes.
We took some.
Yep.
And you know that.
Oh wait. Didn't we take the note? Didn't we take the note for Ursula?
Oh yeah, we were gonna have her read that.
You also suspect that there appears to be a certain color scheme going on for Wardlaw, and you may have some suspicions about what she might be.
Can we
that's
give Ursula?
About all I can go into that with a 14. Yes, you give Ursula the note, and she looks at it and says, "I cannot read this."
Oh my!
Do you know anyone in town that could?
Wardlaw.
Anyone
It looks like
besides
it's
Wardlaw?
Draconic. I don't know anyone in town who speaks Draconic.
Interesting.
The script looks familiar, but I do not know how to read it.
Do you know anyone that might have comprehend languages?
There are no wizards in this town.
What? Madness.
Are you not the adventurers? Is this not what you do?
Do I look like a wizard?
To be fair, good Goliath friend, I was addressing the extravagant one with the loot.
The extravagant one with the loot.
I think exceptional is,
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
She kind of goes.
That I
she kind
am.
of does that like the take in of breath, and she kind of like wiggles her shoulders back and forth, like.
Do you have a problem with my friend?
You come here asking for my help.
No.
Anyway,
help
it's
you.
fine. We're
I distinctly
gonna
remember you putting a piece of paper in front of me and saying, "Can you read this?"
Yeah,
and
we're
I
just
said,
trying to
"No."
save your friggin' town and your temple and your goddess and your entire existence, but whatever. Should we? What we could do is go take what we found, the note and the water and all that, and go back to Kyoko.
We could,
It's just
yes.
a suggestion. Take a long rest if she can't help us. And that way I could, be embraced by my goddess. And and
yes, let's go do
it's
that.
just it's whatever. If you guys have a better plan, I'm cool with whatever, but
Nope, I think that's a great idea. Let's go. And I'm gonna thank Ursula and leave.
Ursula just nods at you and kind of glances askance at Joe. She nods and
With my
says,
finger in.
she nods at Cannabis.
I'll
And goes
stop
back to him and okay. You also see Cannabis. You see that on what appears to be a slate tablet with a piece of chalk, that that Zanul is writing in giant, "I will not throw bricks through windows" over and over and over again
Amazing.
in the corner.
I'm just gonna
Great.
give Ursula a smile.
She sees you and smiles back and nods
Nicely
again,
done.
this time with a smile on her face. Goes
Nicely
back to
done.
mending the window. All right, where do you all go?
Through the second door, since it's closer.
Okay, it's not
And-
that far.
Okay, and then back to where we met Kyoko.
Okay, you follow your directions back to Kyoko, and she reappears in a swirl of snow and says, "Is it done? Can I re-enter my town yet?"
Not yet. We're working on it. Although we have a very good. We have reason to believe that Tiamat is or Tiamat is in your town.
Who's Tiamat?
The goddess of chromatic dragons or something.
That does not sound good.
It's not. And it appears that we've come into this slightly underprepared. We're wondering if you might be able to offer us some assistance.
What assistance can I provide?
Well, we have this letter that we found in her office. It is written in Draconic, and we cannot read it.
I cannot read Draconic.
Oh my god.
Can
Okay,
you
we also have
cast
this, like,
detect
water.
magic or determine if there's something wrong with this water? And I hold up the water skin with the water. It comes from the hot springs that supposedly.
I can attempt to determine if it's natural. And she kind of holds it, and she kind of closes her eyes, and you see the water inside it freezes, and then begins to drift out of the top of the water skin as snow and swirl around her as she's concentrating. And then it all spins in reverse, and then the water thaws, and she says, "It is water. It is sulfurous. Is it from... Where did you get it?"
It's from the hot springs that supposedly
That would
were
explain the sulfur.
given to the town by this goddess. That's good to know. We don't need to worry about that.
I see nothing malicious about these springs.
All right. So it
The
is.
water is... I mean, there's a residual shimmer. They may have been brought to bear by magical means, but the water themselves are not magical.
So the Downs people are just sheeple. Got it. All right.
No. I still think there's something more. If it's not the water, it might be the volcanic stones around, because that didn't seem normal entirely.
It's possible. I mean, we could also just forget about this letter and confront her.
Oh yeah, let's go confront the dragon. That's a great idea. Who has like an entire town like rallying behind her that will just actually obliterate on top of the actual dragon. That's really smart. Good job, dude.
I'd like to
I'm
hear
glad you
your
agree.
ideas. Wait, what did you say, Maple?
I was just saying, I'm glad, like, after hearing Joe what he said, I'm just gonna say, I'm glad you agree. I was kind of thinking the same thing. It would be our best decision to confront Wardlaw.
So none of you think that. So y'all are like, you think you can take on a dragon and the entire town?
Well, to be honest,
Okay.
I'm not sure we have much of a choice at this point.
Roll a. You're a cleric. Roll a wisdom check. Make it insight.
Mm. Why not? Okay. Insight?
Yeah.
On why 12?
Okay. Even with a 12, which to be fair, not terrible.
I
You
rolled a
you
4.
just looking at the villagers, they looked like villagers. They didn't look like professional adventurers.
Okay, even if the villagers aren't like a threat to us, are y'all cool with just murdering a bunch of villagers?
I mean, I don't
Dragging
know
them?
why
They
the
were going
villagers
to
need to
fight
be
us.
involved.
Well, you don't think that they?
Kyoko speaks up and says, "Please do not murder my villagers."
Yeah,
No,
like
we won't. Don't worry.
But if she rallies the village, she seems to have a very strong hold on these people. So if we go and confront her, and she goes, "Look, villagers, here are these strangers that have come and threatened your priestess and the prophet of your god.
Why
Go
don't we just
defend
do
your
it in a
city."
place without villagers? We just go
That's
and sit in the basement.
incredibly smart. That's a really smart thing to say, Cannabis.
I mean, I don't think I ever intended that we would just have it out in the square of the town.
You wanted to fight in the center of the town, Joe? That's just careless. Think of the lives of the villagers that we might hurt.
Amazing.
Whatever. And I just like cross my arms and like lean up against the wall and just like look away from you guys.
Just gonna like mutter under my breath, "God, kids."
Not a kid, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Whatever you say, champ.
I suppose we can just nap here for the night and study up what we need to study
Well,
to get the answers in this letter.
if Kyoko's already determined that there's nothing wrong with the water, then we don't need the spells that I would need from the long rest.
Right, but I can prepare spells for the day or no? I forget how bards work in D&D.
You do it at the beginning of the day, so you would have
Okay.
done something at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
I'll let you, because you aren't playing with wizard this time. You can do a quick spell reshuffling if you want to.
Okay, because I'm just
Because
gonna.
you knew you're the only arcane caster in the party.
I was just gonna pick up comprehend languages and just swap it with like.
That's too much metagaming. So would you, if before the game started, if we hadn't been dropping dragon hints and you hadn't had a note, would you have prepared the spell comprehend languages?
No, that's why I was saying we would sleep for the night.
Oh, okay, yeah,
so that I could
okay.
do it
So,
the next day.
Yeah, if you wanted to do a switch that wasn't super metagamey, I'd let you just make some shuffling. But if you want to take, if you mention wanting to take a rest here, Kyoko says it is not comfortable in this cave.
The DM is dropping subtle hints that we will not be able to complete a long rest.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Kyoko is there are no comforts in here. It is cold.
To be fair, I'd rather sleep here than I would in a city with a 5-headed dragon goddess.
Also, I'm used to pain. That's fine.
Yeah, I was born in the mountains and lived among the mountains for a while, so I don't really find it all that cold, to be honest. I don't know what those people are complaining about.
Kyoko shrugs and says, "If you are welcome to it, but I can't give you any boons. I have very little power right now. It is all I can do to maintain my current form."
I suppose we could also just sleep at Ursula's. She might not mind. It is a temple.
Mm. Quick out of the character question. I think the thing is like, if I sleep, I prepare spells on the daily, but bards do that? I thought bards just chose their spells when they gain
No.
access to them,
Well,
and
that's
those
what
are
I
the
was
spells.
asking. Am I
I'm really
able
confused.
as a bard to
I think bards prepare spells.
Because I was under the impression
I don't
that,
remember.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm also a
spellcasting.
noob, so like,
Okay, bards don't prepare spells, so
Yeah, no, bards
it
do not
doesn't
prepare
matter.
spells. Yes, I was
Yeah.
wrong.
All right.
Bards do not prepare spells. You just know the
So
spells.
there's literally nothing we can do with this letter, so we might as well just go back and confront the lady.
Do you have comprehend language? Like, is comprehend language one of your known spells?
Yeah, it is, but I wouldn't have prepared it.
Well, you don't prepare spells, and it's a ritual.
yeah.
Or I wouldn't have put it.
No, but you don't prepare. You have it. You just have it. If you chose it
So
from the
you're like
from
a
the book.
sorcerer, where you know a certain number of spells,
Right, but I don't
and you can cast any of them at any time.
I don't know comprehend languages though.
Oh, okay.
That's
You
not
don't
in my
know it.
spell
Okay.
list.
You didn't
Yeah, that's
choose
the
it,
question I
okay.
asked.
No.
Got it.
Mm,
It is in the bard spell list, but I don't have
Okay.
it.
gotcha.
Got it. I've never actually played a bard, so I'm
What?
familiar with their spell casting.
They're pretty cool.
They're so
Yeah,
much
I
fun.
think bards are good. Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
All right, so if we can't sleep, let's just go
Mhm.
back and confront her. We don't know what the letter says, but we have it and she doesn't. And we know how to get into her secret hidey place. So I say we call her bluff.
Sounds like a good time to me. Kyoko,
Yes,
you can't enter your own temple, correct?
I cannot enter the town while the wards are still up.
Ah.
If we remove the wards, would you be able to help us in the if battle were to come?
Yes. I
Ah.
have a very limited ability to intervene. My magics are not really of that nature, but I could do what I can.
Hey, Tilly.
Yes.
If, or rather when, we go back to the town, would you be able to, if we distracted the guards, perhaps remove some of the tokens from the outside wall?
I could probably manage something like that.
Kyoko, do you know if these wardings are perhaps what's keeping you?
That's a reasonable guess. The ones around the walls form what, the best of my ability to tell, is an unbroken chain. Break the chain, I might be able to enter.
So all we need is one.
All right. That's our new plan. Let's go. And then Sam just walks out of the cave very confidently.
Okay.
I can get behind.
All right.
We're gonna go back to the city, and when we get to the outside wall with the guards, Sam's just gonna walk up very confidently, and then trip and fall on his face. So where the guards can see him. How many guards would there be at the door? We're gonna go.
There's two at each gate.
Okay, 2. So he's gonna fall over, and then he's just gonna be like, "Oh my god, my body!" and be like, "Joe, help me!"
Oh, you're
Tilly rolled
embarrassing me,
stealth.
Dad.
So Tilly just kind of like slinks away into the shadows outside. Roll a deception check.
I thought so.
And Joe, are you attempting to help? Because it didn't sound much like help.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make a scene. I'm trying to help. Like, oh, you're so embarrassing, Dad.
I'm
Ugh.
on the
Can't you
ground.
God, stop screaming
In
like that.
pain.
Ugh.
Wow, is this embarrassing? This is painful.
You're always doing this to me. Wherever we go, I can't just like even be normal.
Kenneth, what are you doing?
Maybe.
I'm just. I
He's
guess I'll, like,
watching this happen.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's a reasonable course of action.
Pretending he doesn't know us.
All right, so Firefly, against
Yes.
my best wishes, given how Lufty was role playing, roll a deception check with advantage.
Wee. Very spicy. It's actually not far off from my first roll, so. That is a math. That is 25. That's
All
what
right,
that is.
the guards are kind of both looking at you, going, "Are you okay?
No.
Do you need
He
a
always
doctor?
does this.
Do you need like a psychiatrist or something?"
Oh my god, it's the pain. It's unbearable.
Okay, Lily is going. Not Lily. Tilly is going to roll to attack the ropes with her dagger. They are. Actually, she's first going to need to make an athletics check to climb the walls, which she fails. You hear a thump.
Doesn't have any ranged
and
weapons.
Oh no.
She was trying to cut it with her dagger.
Gotcha.
You hear a soft poof as you see this little gnome. If you look over, you see the little poof of snow from a snowbank as Tilly fell over backwards.
Oh, Dad, why are you so embarrassing?
Oh my god, it's spreading, the pain. The pain, it's spreading to the rest of my body.
Okay, the walls are too slick for Tilly to climb
She can't get up
on
there?
the inside.
Can I walk over to Tilly?
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna pick her up.
Okay, good. that gets her up high enough.
Ah,
All right.
I'm dying too of embarrassment.
Roll another deception check. This time a straight roll because Tilly fell off the wall and made noise. And Cannabis is walking over.
Still good. 23.
Okay. Cannabis lifts her up. Tilly takes out her dagger, cuts the rope. She saws through it. It takes her a couple of seconds to saw through it. But she eventually, in a section about 20 feet away from the guards, manages to cut the rope, and it is now hanging loose, hanging open.
Okay. And from what we learned, this should break this sort of barrier because it's no longer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So once I see that's been done, I'm just gonna be like, oh god, oh, the pain, it's subsiding. Oh my.
Roll a perception check for the guards.
Okay.
Okay.
It's subsiding. Oh my god, Joe, you truly are an exceptional cleric.
All right. What do you guys do now? Right now, Cannabis has still got Tilly up in the air. The two of you are doing your own public melodrama over there. What do you do now?
She's already got the rope back down.
You're breaking up, Maple. Can you say again, please?
Oh, if Tilly successfully cut the rope, I'm gonna put her down.
Okay. She will sort of try and hide behind you, which she's a gnome, so she's good at. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, it is cut. What do you guys do now?
Sam's just gonna start to stand up and be like, oh god, you were right. Maybe I do need to see a doctor, perhaps a psychiatrist. Let's let's go, friends. And then I'll just sort of usher all of us into the city.
Okay, you walk in and you hear the guards behind you go, he's a weird one. Like, I think you might need more than just a doctor. I think you might need a priest. like a real one, not like whoever that fellow with dyed hair is.
It's.
And this is like you hear as you're walking away. And
Put
so
my middle finger at them.
Which gate were you walking through?
2.
The second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can we?
All right.
I'm gonna turn to my friends and be like, guys, that was awesome.
It was kind of embarrassing.
No, it was super cool. Right? Right, strong arm? It was super cool.
It's actually not that cold.
What?
I'm kind of fine.
Good one, friend. Okay. I'm gonna point us. I guess we were gonna go back to the temple, right? We decided?
Maybe we should tell Ursula that we've broken, you know,
Okay,
that
we can do that.
Did the thing.
Okay. Alright, let's go to Ursula's first and let her know. I'm also gonna like Sam is just an idiot and he's gonna be like, Kyoko, are you there? It's me, Sam.
Oh God.
You hear just the breeze go past your ear,
I think
But
she
it-
sent me a sign, guys.
but it's a cold breeze.
She might be angry with me, I don't know. Alright, to Ursula's. And then I guess we'll go to Ursula's and just let her know that we broke
Okay.
the
You go to Ursula's, and she's gotten a little bit more of the window repaired. The Goliath is still writing lines. And she says, you're back.
Yes,
What can I do for you this time?
we broke the barrier outside. So hopefully
Okay.
Kyoko can enter the city now. And help
I hope so.
to
That would
rid
be
of
helpful.
this. Help to rid of this false worship.
That would be nice.
Hmm.
Well, good luck.
You seem very
will-
excited.
There's nothing I can do. I will light an offering for her in the hopes of maybe giving her some power, but
Oh, yes, do that.
I tend the fires. I'm not an adventurer.
Okay, well, you do that, and we're gonna go smack things, maybe. Let's go, guys. And I leave and go in the direction of the other temple,
Okay.
the Tiamat temple.
Okay, so I do not have a map for the Tiamat Temple, so we are going to wing this.
Oh, was that town square the only one you had a map for?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you guys to walk away. So we are going to.
I didn't want to hurt the
give me a couple
townspeople.
minutes.
Yeah, no,
They
that's
would
a
have
good
ran
call.
away. They would have ran
I
away.
mean,
It's not like we knew that.
yeah, I legit thought that she was gonna be like, rally with us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to metagame that, and we can just like.
No. You guys are going. Well, we'll see what happens when you get to the
Yeah.
temple. But so you guys go to the temple, and then what do you do once you're at temple?
Also, I'm really sorry, but my cat jumped on my desk and tried to eat my dice, so I had to like deal with that. What did we tell Ursula?
Just that the outside was cut. The barrier is broken.
Okay, sorry.
So at the temple, I think we probably just want to like go in and find her, right?
Well, as we pass, do we see her in the square? Is she still like preaching?
No.
Okay.
Right, yeah, I'm beelining it for the trapdoor thing again.
Yeah. I'm getting out the little gems.
As you walk into the temple, you see and let me move everybody over. Fuck it. Shit. Why is it not letting me edit these individually? All right.
We can take a quick break,
So-
like bathroom break, if you want to like.
No, that's all right. It's very basic. This is not gonna be pretty. There wasn't a good temple map. I originally thought about putting together a temple map, but I couldn't find one I liked, and I am not a good artist. So let me drag everyone over to Untitled. So this is the temple map. It's ugly.
It's beautiful.
It works.
And
It's almost like I'm there. I feel
Huge.
immersed.
so you see standing in the middle of the temple. I'm actually going to make this one smaller and make this one smaller. And I wanted. All right, so this door should be 3 wide, but I can't figure out how.
Thanks for making it
grouped with
central.
This, with
Yes.
this box.
That was bugging me. I was like, oh god, there's no middle. There's
Yeah.
no middle. Bless you.
Yeah, it was bugging me too. All right, so let me put all of your tokens on here. Oop, I'm doing this on the map and background layer, so you won't be able to edit them. So let me switch layers.
So.
All right, so exceptional. Joe Black, Canavith, Tillywick. Okay, so you are all opening. You are arriving at the door. What order are you all arriving at the door? The door is. Let's just say it's. Let me just do a new one.
I think Strong Arm said he was like
This is
beelining it.
the door is
there.
3 spaces wide.
Okay. So I'll be right behind him.
And so you arrive. There is. You see in the middle of the mural on the ground. All right. So Canavith is first. Who is what else? What else is the order? Tillywick is coming in last because that's her job. She's the NPC.
I'm second, and I'm pulling out those little gems that I took off the altar.
Okay. As you come in, you see Wardlaw in the middle staring at you. And you open the doors, and she says, "Why did you steal from me?"
We know who you are.
He doesn't say I've been expecting you.
And so when you say we know who you are, Canavith, I'll say that you get basically through the door, but not much further.
Okay.
And everyone can basically get within 10 feet of the door, anywhere within 10 feet of the door. But at this point, so place your tokens where you want to be within 10 feet of the door.
I am
This is as
fucking
far as I can
scared
go,
of her.
I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
anywhere within 10 feet. And as you say that, as Canavith is storming in, and you say, "We know who you are," she says, "Very well then," and she takes her hat off. And as she takes her hat off, you see her form shimmer and grow much larger.
Nope.
And it appears as though her skin goes deep crimson red and her hair recedes into her head and a snout pushes out from her body and scales grow all over her arms and they are a deep crimson red. And you see before you the true form of Wardlaw, the Red Dragon. Roll initiative. And I am going
snap.
God, Roland.
to make an initiative tracker.
So it's not the
Alright.
5-headed dragon that was Tiamat. It's just the one.
No, she's not. I'm not going to make you fight a CR30 monster at level 5.
I was very concerned.
Why
That's where we were
not?
going with it.
Thanks for not making us fight a god
We'd be fine.
at level 5. That's real dope of you. Just want to throw that out there.
Well, that's the impression I got when we were talking about Tiamat, and then this is the goddess. I'm like, wait, are we?
I was like
Okay.
shitting myself. I'm like, oh my
you think
god.
she's actually Tiamat? No. Tiamat is stuck in Avernus. She can't leave.
Thankfully.
Initiative.
You run into her in Descent into Avernus if you play it. And I've actually had someone read to me. I don't remember off the top of my head, but just read to me like her legendary actions and shit, and it's terrible. Do not try and fight Tiamat unless you're an epic level character.
Yeah, she fucks.
All right. Okay. What is the dex bonus of? I gotta pull up I got my monster manual out, got it bookmarked and everything for Red Dragon. Okay. So. All right. So, Canavith, what is you can enter your own? Okay, good.
Yeah, if you can control the character, or you can just type it in yourself.
Okay.
Which is a really nice thing.
Good. Oh, I did not roll for Tilly. I rolled for Wardlaw. And I'll roll for Tilly. Initiative in D&D Beyond. Let me pull this up on a different screen. Alright. Actions for her. Initiative. Natural 1 for Tilly. So.
Oh no.
Cool. Cool.
Oh no,
Good.
it's a 7. Sorry, it's a 7. The die was out of shape, so it's a 12 for Tilly. Sam, what is your initiative?
16.
Okay. And so I'll enter that for you. 16. Let me put in order. Why is this not? I want to put in numerically. Oh, it's advancing. There we go. All right. And let me actually put in another token just so everyone can see. Let me add character. Just because. Let's put this in a corner so I can give it its.
Wait, what's that? Or is it
Lair
something that
actions,
we'll find
baby.
out?
Maybe. Who knows?
All right. So, as you all storm in and she shifts form, you all are like you hear a rumbling from the ground, a tremor,
Oh boy.
in a 60-foot radius around her, which is
I assume just everything.
includes everybody. Yeah.
Yikes.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Gotta be Dex.
Why?
Had to be Dex. I got a 16. That's actually not bad.
I also got a 16.
Okay. All right.
6.
Okay. You are knocked prone.
Yeah.
And
All of us?
where is no, anyone who got below a 15. So just
Okay.
the two of you got 16s. You saved.
Ooh.
Good.
Fuck it. I'm gonna get a different. One of these days, I'm just gonna start putting sticky notes in. Sorry for the noise from my ceiling fan.
It's okay. We know you're a mouth breather. It's fine.
All right. Your next saving throw is a disadvantage. All right. So you are prone. All right.
One of the
so,
statues on the
okay, good.
chapel just like drops on Joe's head and he's dead. It's weird.
And Tilly needs to roll her dex save. Oh fuck! I closed her screen. Damn it. All right.
Kelly in here, honestly. She's just playing WoW. She's not busy.
I asked her and she gave me permission. I'll explain why later after the combat. It's loading.
She's badass.
So Wardlaw is till actually fuck, I'm just gonna roll for her. She makes the save, 17 on the die.
Don't sound so sad about it.
Oh no, that's good. So the only person who failed to save was Joe, which that fairly checks out. And Wardlaw is going to step forward. What's the range on this? It is a 30-foot cone.
Yep.
So in a 30-foot cone, which is everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. She's going to take a deep breath, and you see fire flare from her eyes, and you see building up in her throat a progressively brighter flame, and she exhales a cone of brilliant white red flame on all of you. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throw.
Another Dex.
All right. Well,
I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice. You take half damage. You save.
I got a
That's good.
17.
I need a dice roller for this
Me
one.
too.
You did?
17 is success.
Yeah.
Spicy.
The DC is a DC 17, so you save
Hey.
on the nose.
Woo.
And save for Tilly. Tilly rolled a 9, so Tilly fails, and she's about
Tilly,
to take
don't die.
just a stupid amount of damage.
Oh no.
22, 3,
Like, we take
4,
half damage, so
5,
like we only
6,
take 50.
7, 8, 9,
Yeah,
10,
I take 50.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Everyone who saved takes 23 points of fire damage.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna use
Okay.
my reaction for Stone's Endurance and try to negate
Okay.
some of that from me. So you said 23.
Tilly,
I got an 11.
no, go ahead.
So 11 plus 4, I'll take 15 less of that.
Okay, so
math. I'll take 8.
8. You take 8
Yeah.
points of fire damage. Okay.
I'm thriving.
Tilly does not have evasion yet. That's level 7, I believe.
Are you sure we're not actually level 7 this whole time?
But she takes 20. She takes the full amount, which is 47, and Tilly is out.
Okay.
Rip Tilly.
All right.
First attack.
It is Cannabis.
Yep.
It's your turn.
Alright, so let's see, what do I want to do here? Okay, so I know like when you heal somebody who is like unconscious and making saving like death saves and whatnot, healing them normally would bring them back up. What about temporary HP? Does that do anything?
I don't think so. Why do you ask?
Because I have rally, and I can offer temporary HP to
Can
a
I-
friendly creature.
Okay, no. Temporary HP will not allow you to become conscious while unconscious. I just Googled it.
Okay, I just wanted to check that.
Yeah, it's in the player's handbook. If you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points does not restore you to consciousness or stabilize you. They can still absorb damage directed to you while you're in that state, but only true healing can save you.
I bet. So then ignore that idea. I'm just gonna fucking hold W.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna run in here with my maul, and I'm gonna do a menacing attack, assuming I hit. So let me roll
Okay.
a d20. Baby. All right, I got a 14. 14 plus 8, so I got a 22.
Hits.
Bet. Okay, so I roll damage. First one is I can reroll that. Okay, never mind. I got a 1, and I got so I do. We're doing big damage here. Okay, so
Yeah.
4 damage plus 5, so it's 9. So 9
9
damage, and then menacing attack. I gotta roll a d8 and do more damage. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So I do 13 damage with that, and then this bitch has to make a wisdom saving throw of 16 or higher.
Is that an extra 13 damage?
No, so like all in all, I do 13.
Okay, got it.
And then they have to make a saving throw of 16 or higher for wisdom.
All right. What's her wisdom saving throw? That's pretty good.
Hopefully less than 16.
Special red dice. She fails.
Okay,
Ooh.
so she is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Oh.
Okay, she's going to use her legendary
Squeeze.
resistance
Yeah,
to
of course she
succeed
does.
instead.
Yep.
I hate her.
How dare.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use my extra attack because that's just what level 5 fighters do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll to hit. I got a 12 plus 8, so that's just a 20.
20 hits.
Cool. Dice number 1 is a 4, dice number 2 is a 1. I gotta reroll that because it's a great weapon fighting. So 1.
Yeah.
Cool. So 5, so I got 10 damage that time.
Hell yeah.
All right, nice.
So 19 in total?
Yeah, good turn. Yep.
I'm just gonna say I might as well because we're just going all in on turn number 1. I'm gonna use my action surge.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's just what fighters do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fighters are
So-
fun.
I'm gonna roll the hit. Oh, that one probably doesn't hit. I got a 2.
No.
And
Unless
then,
you have a very plus large to hit. That's
nah, like, I don't think this dragon has an AC of 10, so I'm just assuming that
it does
doesn't
not.
hit.
No.
But maybe with extra attack, that one should hit. I got a 25.
Hits.
Cool. So damage 1, damage 2. I got math. That one is a 12.
12 damage. Nice.
This is a hell of a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going in on a fucking
Okay,
Saturday.
good. I'm pretty upset at you. Anything else you want to do?
No, I used pretty much everything I've got in my arsenal.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all your movement? You just want to run up to her and slash her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Exceptional
spicy.
Sam.
Hello, I am Exceptional Sam. I am going to. I was kind of between two things. I would like to. How long does this last? This is okay. Good. So I'm going to go. I'll go over here. Not that it really matters because they're huge. I'm gonna cast Bane.
It's actually just large. Oh, okay. That's a charisma saving throw, right?
Yes, Charisma 16.
Okay. So for your I use the Critical Role house rule where drinking a health potion yourself is a bonus action, administering it to someone else is an action.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 17
They made it then.
on the charisma saving throw.
It was a Charisma 16. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, let me do that. That sucks.
That's your action.
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
I'd give it to you. This is always the hardest part. I'm not sure.
Give it to the dragon.
What? I'm gonna give it to Strong Arm.
How would you like to bardically inspire Strong Arm?
I forgot about doing this.
Oh.
I'm gonna
You're a bard.
I'm gonna do like a little like
dance?
flex, like, and be like, you get them. Do like some weird, I don't know. That's basically that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Like a pump up.
You feel
like...
inspired weirdly by Sam's really kind of pathetic attempt at a flex. You're like, I can do better than that.
Yeah, he's
and
not
take
strong.
a Bardic Inspiration die. What is your Bardic Inspiration die right now, Firefly?
D8, and I just rolled a 7.
Okay, so take your D8. He rolls it when he uses it.
Oh, I thought I rolled it for him. Okay, never mind.
No, he rolls it when he uses it.
Right.
So
okay.
that's for 10 minutes, I believe. So
yes.
You have Bardic Inspiration, Strong Arm. All right. Anything else you want to do? That's your action, bonus action. You still have more movement if you want it.
I'm just gonna back up over here a little more.
Okay, that seems smart. All right. Killywick is going to roll a death saving throw.
Oh no, I can only get there, I think.
Success. The
Ooh,
end of Tilly's turn. Joe, your turn.
Right. As a bonus action, I would like to, as an action, sorry, I would like to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level upon Tilly, which restores her to maximum HP. Or not maximum, but the maximum of the...
It does restore max. So
yes,
it's
16 plus 5.
2d8 plus 5?
Yeah, 21.
21, nice.
Huge.
And then I would like to chug a healing potion myself.
Okay.
And then I would
still have
like
movement.
to... Yeah, I'll... Can I... It doesn't really... Okay, I'll just, like, step away from the door so that I'll break line of sight. How much cover does that give me?
It gives you total cover.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. at the beginning of actually at lair count at initiative count 20, immediately before the lair actions, Kyoko appears.
Yeah.
Because
Get it, girl.
you
Let's go. Rolling my d4 for the first time.
why can I not move her?
You're unruler.
Oh, that's I don't. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so she appears immediately behind Tilly, in sort of a swirl of snow, and having seen Tilly go down, she will also she'll do it to you, Sam, to you, Joe, and she will
yeah,
touch
she will.
you and cast Cure Wounds
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah, she will.
And so that is you heal for 11 points of damage.
Thank you.
And she whispers that she kind of whispers, she leans in and she does it. She says, "Thank you for breaking the chains. Now please kill the dragon." And she just sort of stays right where she is, because it was essentially her movement to appear. So I need to give her a turn. She goes right before the lair action, so I'll give her 21. Okay,
I'm gonna
and it's
run to the
now
bathroom real
the
quick.
lair actions. And since the dragon can only see the prone Chiliwick, and actually, yeah, so let's see it. Let's make a circle.
I dragged her with me. I was thinking about it and I was like, oh no, it's fine. She'll want to shoot anyway or attack anyway.
Okay.
It's okay.
3, 4.
I'm sorry, Tilly.
Okay. A circle
That's a big
appears,
fucking circle.
I hate
and
that.
she knows that there are people around the corner, but she doesn't know exactly where they are, so she is going to cause volcanic gases to spew from a point right about here, and spread out, and it does go around corners. Everyone in the circle, which is everybody, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, baby.
Boy.
I knew you'd like that.
Whoops.
Oh, I got a 21.
Success.
Six.
I also got a 21, actually.
Oh,
Success.
twins.
Haha.
Joe.
6.
Oh no.
Fail.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Tilly got a 14, which is a success. You are poisoned, Joe,
Sure.
and while poisoned in this way, you are incapacitated.
Uh-oh.
Excuse you?
This area is also lightly obscured.
Wait, so I'm like, I can't do anything?
Yep. Until this gas is dispersed, you are incapacitated.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the toilet. See you guys in like an hour.
Okay. It is now Wardlaw's turn. She's going to roll to see if she gets her breath back. She does not, so she is going to do a full-on multi-attack at you, Cannabis. So, first attack is the bite. 16.
That matches.
Okay, so that is, get my d10s out.
Oh, I don't like the mention of plural d10s.
Yeah. So you take 17 points of piercing damage plus 2 points of fire damage. And then she is going to claw at you twice. So the first claw attack is there's a dirty 20 and a 12. The 12 does not hit. So that is 10 points of slashing damage to you. And she is just raging. She's you get the idea that perhaps stealing treasure from a red dragon was not smart. and that's why she's so mad right now.
Wow, what a
David,
surprise.
your turn.
I shall live. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the circle and like be over here.
Okay.
We're just gonna fucking whack-a-mole this bitch ass dragon.
Okay.
So I got a 24.
Hits.
Where's my d6? There it is. Good numbers, not too bad. So that is 12 damage. And then
Okay.
how does extra attack work again? Does it just give me a second one for free, or is it my bonus?
Yeah, it's just second one for free. Every time you take the attack action, you can attack twice.
Thought it might have been my bonus action.
Nope.
Okay, does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. No.
Damn it. Okay.
Just clanks off of the scales on her shoulder.
Okay, then I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind and try to
Okay.
get some feedback. What about my d10? There it is. So I get a good number. I'll get 14 HP back.
Okay, good. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Exceptional Sam. Lightly obscured means that you can still see, but perception checks are at disadvantage. But you can still see the outline of the dragon. So
Okay.
you have coughed. The volcanic gases are making you cough, but you have resisted the poison. So it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I'm a little nervous about doing this, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna do it. Sam's gonna be like, "Oh my god, guys, wait! There was a cool thing I was gonna do once, and I'm gonna do it again."
you and your fucking cool thing.
He's gonna come up here and he's gonna cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that's a
What's the
Constitution
saving throw?
16.
Okay. Con is real good for her. And she rolls a 15. 6 plus 9. 15. She fails.
Yes! And nobody's
Hell
in it,
yeah.
thank God. So,
Just her.
yep.
Alright, what's the damage?
That is 48. So, okay. That's and then 17.
17. Alright.
And then I will. Oh, let me mark that off. And then I will bonus action. Yeah. Bonus action. Or wait, can I do that? That can hear you. Okay. Can Joe hear me if he's incapacitated?
Can hear you. Let's see,
Okay.
incapacitated. Let me pull up my handy dandy Dungeon Master screen, which has all the conditions on it.
Because Bardic Inspiration says within 60 feet that can hear you.
I will say that he can hear you.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, he can't take actions or reactions, but he can hear you.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Well, it's for 10 minutes, so it should be fine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna bardically inspire you, Joe.
Okay.
By,
Joe's around
like-
the corner and you can't see Joe. So how do you bardically inspire Joe?
And just be like, the system is flawed, man, and we need to fix it.
I like it. I dig it. That's good.
Nice.
All right, take your D8 inspiration die, Sam.
Thank you.
Joe, anything else, Sam?
Nope, that's it.
All
'Cause
right.
I think I used pretty much all of my movement getting over there. So.
Tilly coughing but alive.
Wait, I'm sorry. Since they failed, they also get pushed 10 feet away. So 10
Okay,
feet.
so there,
back.
10 feet.
Yep.
Cool.
Which still puts them in range of strong arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
There would be an opportunity attack because it's forced movement anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
All right,
sorry,
so
go
Tilly coughing uses half her movement to stand up. She is going to she's going to make a perception check at disadvantage, but So she's going to yell at you, Sam, and she is going to she's going to take the help action, and she is going to yell to aim for the underbelly. It's usually softer. She's going to use 5, 10, 50. She's going to go here, and yell to you, Cannabis, that are you within 30 feet of her? You are. So she is going to yell at you, Cannabis, and that the maul might be good at targeting the eyes. And she's going to take the help action for you as well. She's a mastermind rogue and can help as an action and a bonus action.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's
So
super
both
cool.
of you, Cannabis, you have advantage on your next attack roll against the dragon, and so would you, Sam, if you wanted to make an attack roll, or come up with some other way for me to let you give advantage, because it's how the help action works.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's the end of Tilly's turn. Joe, it is your turn. You're incapacitated, so that is the end of your turn.
Cool.
Kyoko is.
There's nothing I can do at all, like to break out of it or anything.
You're incapacitated.
Cool.
That's it. That's it for you. Kyoko, there's nothing Kyoko can do, so she's just going to kind of like, she's shaking you, trying to like get you to come back. And at lair count 20, click. Why can't I move the stupid circle? Do I need to change layers? No, it's on this layer. Okay, well, the cloud, which I cannot for some reason select anymore, has dissipated. So you are no longer incapacitated, Joe. The cloud dissipates. However, she's real mad at you, Cannabis, for smacking her. And so with a 5-foot radius circle, which
so pretty much literally just me.
Yeah, basically just you. She would have put somebody else in it, but she's the only one there. So a geyser of magma erupts next to you. That is a dexterity saving throw from you.
On the dex. God damn. I got a 17?
That is a success.
Oh my god. I thought with such a small radius I was fucked, because it would have been like 18 or higher.
It is the DC is respectable, but you did make it. So you take after being halved, you take 9 points of fire damage. And now it is Wardlaw's turn. Gonna roll to see if she gets a breath weapon back. She does. She is going to circle here, and I'll need a dex save from the 3 of you in here.
We're gonna die.
So,
it's just...
Tilly is affected, so I'll say that she gets Tilly in the cone as well. So I'll say that it's the 3 of you in the cone. So dex saves from the 3 of you.
I got a 17.
That is, if it meets, it beats. So that is the DC.
Woo!
I got a 16.
Oh no!
You take 53 points of fire damage.
Oh no!
Okay.
I am very down.
Yikes.
I'll say that with roll that save with advantage, because the help action, I'll say you could roll that save with advantage.
Okay.
Inspiration?
Yeah, you have Bardic Inspiration.
And you have Bardic Inspiration. If you
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 14, but I'm gonna go for Bardic because otherwise I die.
Mm-hmm.
You do get it, because you rolled a 14.
Yeah.
You rolled a 16 before plus, and if you're minimum on the inspiration, so you save. So you take 26 points of fire damage. And so does Sam and Tilly. Who, actually, let me
26,
roll
you
for Tilly.
say?
Yes.
Sam goes down.
So I'm not down, but if she like looks at me wrong, I'm going down.
Okay. Tilly is down again.
Oh my!
She failed. Her, what is her plus deck? Actually, no, she made the save. So she rolled a 17. Sorry. So Tilly takes, even with 26, actually, she's down.
Oh dear God!
She has a maximum HP of 20. All right, so
Go fight the dragon.
okay. Cannabis.
Okay. Thrive 1 HP in the dream. I'm going to do what I've been doing. I'm trying to hit this bitch with the maul.
Okay.
Already used to my advantage, but we are here. Ooh, that's a nat 20. Oh.
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
Just
Fuck
kill
her up,
her.
man.
Just kill her.
Okay.
Do it.
So are we doing? How do you do your nat 20s? Do you double the dice roll or double the dice?
Choose before you do it. It's your choice, dealer's choice, but choose before you do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for double the dice roll because I feel like that just benefits me more.
Okay.
Okay, so first one is a 3, second one is a 3.
Tell you what, let's try a new rule, especially if you guys are in pretty. So I'm going to use try a homebrew rule that my DM on my Sunday game uses. Max the first die, and then add the second die roll to it. So a maul is what, a D10?
It's 2d6s.
Okay, so you get 12, and then roll an additional 2d6.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 12, and then I'll just start over rolling.
That's kind of a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool. Okay,
It makes critical hits like always impactful.
Yeah.
update. I might as well have just gotten 2 nat 6s there because I got a 5 and a 6.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
So that is a total
Let's go.
of 23 points of damage, right?
Fuck
And then
yeah.
what's your strength modifier?
That's plus 5, yeah. So that's 28.
Hell yeah,
Fuck
28.
And since I hit, I'm gonna make that a menacing attack as well. So I'm gonna roll a d8 to get some more damage in there. This one's
Smack
just
'em.
a 6. It's an additional
Murder.
6. So that is 20. That's 28. So that is 30. Look at math. 32. 26. No, 20. Wait, 23 plus 5, 28, 20, 30. 34. I'm bad at math.
So 28. I have 28 and 6. And was there more?
No, so it's just the 34.
34. Yeah. Oh,
34.
she's looking pretty rough.
34 and a wisdom save.
And a
Before I do my
wisdom
second.
saving throw.
Yeah.
I'll say that
God
with
damn.
a
Sorry,
natural 20 on the
saving.
attack, she cannot use her legendary resistance on this.
Not bad.
And she rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
So
Yikes.
she is frightened of me.
Okay, I think that that checks out.
And then I'm gonna go for second attack.
Okay, let me add a condition.
Fuck. I think I got a 15 before when I missed. What was this? What is this? What's the 17? Holy shit. Math.
17 misses.
Okay. Then on my bonus action, I'm going to use another one of my superiority dice and use rally
Okay.
on myself. Give me a little bit more HP than just maybe 10. Maybe I'll actually live something if I do this. Where's my D8? I'll give myself. Oh, lovely. I might as well have not rolled. I gained 3 temporary HP points.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Rough.
What
I
the
got
hell?
I got a natural 1 plus 2.
That's unfortunate.
Aw.
That's fine. I got 4 HP in the dream.
Okay, so exceptional Samuel.
Smanuel.
I almost said Samantha, but I went, wait, Sam's a dude. Never mind. This is the boy named Stu situation.
So I can't really do anything. I do have the periaptive wound closure, so I am stabilized. But
Okay.
Until somebody heals me, I can't, I can't do anything.
Okay. So you are stable.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what. Roll roll a death saving throw. You can't fail, but if you roll a natural 20, you'll come back with 1 hit point.
Oh, okay.
Just for the sake of making it interesting.
Nope.
Okay. It is Tilly's turn. Tilly is going to roll a death saving throw. Success.
You love to see it.
And Joe, your turn.
The dragon looks kind of banged up.
Yeah, the dragon looks hurt. Not like on death's door, but Cannabis, and literally just, well, no, also, I guess Sam did do some damage, but Cannabis has been absolutely wailing on her. So she looks angry, and she's starting to bleed some of this deep crimson, searing red blood from cuts and bruises all over her face and chest.
Okay, I will. Oh, okay, I'll run up to Tilly.
Okay.
Nope. You know what? I'm gonna run up to Sam.
Thank you.
And do cure wounds.
Okay.
Which does max. Wait, I didn't check off. Wait, I did second level earlier. Okay. How many? At
Just
second
right.
level.
First level cure wounds is a
Second level,
D8
second
plus
level.
your 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, so 2d8. So again, to get 21 HP back. Wait, yes, 21. I also good math.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
and then-
unconscious, so you get 16 plus 5 is 21.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
I throw over. Yeah, my one of my abilities is that you gain the max of the die, or the max
Brave cleric,
possible
man.
HP.
Well, that's
Great
pretty cool
cleric.
because periaptive wound closure means I double those hit points restored.
Oh, I
Is
wish I
that-
knew that,
is
then I
it-
would have passed
Is
it.
that on a, when you roll? I think that's only when you roll a hit dice on a rest.
Oh no,
right?
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And then
okay,
I
so it was
throw
21.
21.
Yeah, it's 21.
Okay, got it.
And then I throw a healing word as a bonus action.
Okay, you've
first
already
level.
cast a spell this
So I cannot-
turn that uses
but it
spell
was
slots.
second
You
level.
can't cast another first level spell. You can't cast it. You can cast a cantrip this turn as a bonus action. So you could cast you could cast Spare the Dying. Because you're a glaive cleric, Spare the Dying is a bonus
Yeah.
action and has a range of 30 feet.
You can do
Yeah,
that
I
on
just-
Or you
Tilly
could
if she's
cast
down
another-
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. I thought it was like if I cast a second level spell, I can only cast one that's below it. That was
No.
not my bad.
Yeah, that Critical Role the first season uses some janky homebrewed
Yeah.
rules that are pretty
Yeah.
broken, and I don't use those.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it's
they
'cause
use
they-
they use the correct ones from season 2.
Yeah, well, they swapped from Pathfinder to
Pathfinder,
D&D.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I would have. Okay. Yeah, I'll just. I'll spare the dying on her then.
Okay. On Tilly?
Yes, on Tilly.
Okay, Tilly is stable, but at 0 hit points. All right, Kyoko is going to. She has 30 feet of movement, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she is going to wrap her arms around her and hold a symbol. She can pull a symbol of a crystal blue chrysanthemum off her chest, and the burst of healing light bursts out from her, and she's going to cast Mask Cure Wounds.
Well, okay.
So they all receive. It is. Let's see. 13 points of healing to everyone.
I almost clicked 13 damage.
No, we want to go up.
I was like, wait a minute.
Nice. Very spicy.
Damn, oh my god, that good.
All right. And
I want to ask one question.
yeah,
For clarification, if I cast spiritual weapon, am I able to attack with my bonus action in the same round, or is that next round?
so yes, if in the same round as you cast spiritual weapon, it can make an attack
Gotcha.
as
Okay,
part of that
thank you.
same bonus action, and
Mhm.
thereafter you use a bonus action to make it attack again.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. It is the lair's turn. The ground is going to shake once more, and everybody make a dex save.
No,
I got a 10.
please, I just got
Fucking
back up.
You are knocked prone. Kenneth.
Yeah, I got a 10.
I got
I was like, I'm gonna fail.
I got a 16.
Success.
Yes.
Chili fails.
Oh no.
And Joe.
I rolled a 10, but then I decided to use my bardic inspiration, so I got an 8 on the dice. So I got
Nice.
18.
That is a
Ooh,
success.
huge.
That is a success.
first
You are
time I
not
rolled this-
knocked prone.
The first time I rolled my d8.
Okay, it is Wardlaw's turn. Let's see if she gets her breath back. She does not. So she is going to.
Be frightened.
She is
Oh.
frightened of you. So she can't knowingly move closer to you, correct? Willingly move closer to you?
Yes.
So she's going to
Huge.
circle you. What's her movement?
I have to check.
5.
Is it that they have to run for me? Or is it just that they can't move towards me?
Disadvantage on ability checks and attacks when source of fear is within sight and can't move closer
Okay.
to the source of fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's going to run away from you a bit. You get an attack of opportunity as she runs away from you.
Oh, bet.
Her up.
Do it.
I assume I don't get extra attack on an opportunity.
No, just a single attack.
Okay.
Murder
Because it's
her.
not an action; it's a reaction.
I got a 24.
Hits.
Do it.
4 and then 6. So that is 10 plus 5. Oh, wait. Is that right? Yes. Okay, so 15 damage she takes.
Okay. All right, and she is going to do. She's scared of the Goliath. She's running away, so she is going to do a multi-attack against Exceptional Sam.
No.
It's a natural 1 on the bite attack, which is good because that's the one with the D10s.
She bites herself and she dies.
She has disadvantage anyway, so that's on the first claw attack, it's a 26 to hit with disadvantage. For 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And on the second claw attack with disadvantage, it's a 22 to hit.
What the fuck?
For 14 points of slashing damage on the second claw attack.
Okay.
That is the end of Wardlaw's turn.
Oh, thank
Cannabis.
you.
Does she get to save against the fear at the end of her turn?
It just ends at the end of mine.
Okay, great. So it ends at the end of this next turn. Cool. So it's still your turn. Cannabis, sorry, it's not still your turn. It is now your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I think prone is half my movement to get up. I'm gonna get up and just take like a
That's
step.
correct.
And yeah, I'm just gonna do that thing where I fucking try to hit her.
Do the fighter thing.
So I got that is a hit. I got an 18 plus 6. No, plus.
Yep.
I'm gonna my numbers mixed up. So
Yeah, her AC is 18, so that hits.
Okay, bet. So that is a 12 damage.
Okay.
And then extra attack will also be hitting because it has a 23.
Yep.
And
You
then
are freaking powerful, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Don't fuck around. That is.
You build a fighter right, and they break things.
Yeah, that is the. Especially when I'm allowed to have 20 strength. So that is a 11 damage from that, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go for my final superiority dice
Okay.
and just try to reset that fright encounter by making it a menacing one.
Okay.
So that is an extra 7 damage on top,
Okay.
and then the same 16 DC that they'll have to try to make.
Okay. And what is it? It's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes, chef.
She succeeds.
Okay.
She did, however, have to burn a legendary resistance to do so.
Okay.
So she rolled a 4 plus. She rolled an 8, but she is going to use. It wasn't on a natural 20, so she's going to use her legendary resistance to succeed on this fear. She is hurt, and she is like unto an angry animal at this point. Exceptional Sam.
Okay. I don't think I have. I do not have a healing potion. I do still have a potion of water breathing.
It's very helpful.
Very helpful. Yes. I am going to. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level again.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
she's going to make an opportunity attack for 25 to hit.
Oh, shoot! I forgot.
And that is with her bite. As you step away, she swings around and bites at you for 17 points of piercing damage and 6 fire damage. So a total of 23 points of damage.
Yep, well, he's down again. Because I forgot about attacks of opportunity.
So no Thunder Wave, unfortunately, for Sam. But it is the start of your turn. Actually, no, you moved, so it's not the start of your turn. So Tilly is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to run over to Sam and use a healing potion and dump it down Sam's throat. So she's going to so you take 8 points of healing, and she's going to, that was her action, and she's, as a bonus action, she's going to look up to Canavit, and shout that the dragon's right scapula looks like it's broken, and maybe to pound on that a little bit more. And she's going to, as a bonus action, take the help action. Canavit, you have advantage on your next attack roll. Joe.
I kind of look at everybody just falling over again and a fucking again. I'm just like, ugh, whatever. And is the dragon 15 feet
Yes,
away from me?
it is 10 feet from you.
Then I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, nice.
And an affected creature speed is halved. Whenever the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, it starts its turn there. Must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 damage.
So what's the radius on it?
15 feet.
15-foot radius? Okay.
Yes.
What do they look like?
So, that's a square.
There are
I really hope they look like they work at Hot Topic.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking like emo unicorns or something.
It doesn't specify in the spell. I want to make a setting
You decide what they look like. You decide what your own Spirit Guardians look like.
I really like that idea. Yeah, they all look like they work at Hot Topic, so they're all like goth girls with like horns.
Yeah.
Wait, let me drop the Victoria Francais paintings. They all look like that. Wait.
Amazing.
That's a picture of conditions.
No, I did. That was earlier.
That was
okay. Yeah, I just flipped back.
They all look like those kinds of things. I don't know how familiar, if you know the paintings?
I am only familiar in so much as that you told me about them yesterday.
Yeah. So they're all like these super goth hot girls, and they're all like in. Yeah. So I posted the link.
That's what the
And they
Spirit
all-
Guardians
Okay.
look like. Amazing.
Yep. Yep.
Excellent. That is very cool.
Am
Now,
I
is that a
allowed
saving
to?
throw?
Yes, it is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom
Oh,
save.
I guess what would the save DC
Should
is
be on your character
16.
sheet.
16, yes.
16. Okay.
Mhm.
Um.
On the beginning of their turn, or
Oh,
whenever they start their turn in there.
okay. Well, I rolled, so I will just put that aside.
Yeah.
So, Kyoko is going to
Oh, I wanted to
say,
ask if I can, as a bonus action, throw a healing potion at somebody.
no.
Okay.
No, I'm afraid that will
Shards
not
of
work.
glass impale their skin.
Yeah, that I'm afraid it would be an action to throw something.
Yeah, that's fine. I
To
just
pull
wanted
it
to.
out, throw it. Yeah, and it would do bludgeoning damage. So Kyoko is going to whisper to you and say, "I'm sorry, but that's all I have," and she's going to
Oh my.
go around the corner. She has 2 spell slots. It is the Lair's turn. So, she is going to have. She is surrounded, so she is going to do the volcanic gases one again. So that is a 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I like this one. This is the one I can beat easily.
Okay, we're just gonna make this red because it's a. Oh, I gotta do it again. Fuck. All right. The drawing shapes in this is terrible. Here we go. I can make it red here and move it. So she is immune, so she's gonna do it right up around her. That is a Constitution saving throw for everybody inside the red circle.
All right, I got a
Constitution.
19.
Yeah, con save. 19 is a success.
17.
17 is a success.
Whew.
Tilly saves. Joe.
Natural 1.
Joe is poisoned and incapacitated.
Fucking again.
Sorry, Joe.
Who's the useful one now?
Wardlaw, let's see if she gets her breath back.
no.
She gets her breath back again.
No.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Stop. Did she roll for wisdom saving throw?
Oh yes. She got a 17 on her wisdom saving throw.
Mother. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. 13 plus 4. And she got a 6 on her D6. She gets her breath back. The last person
Wait.
to hit it.
Sorry. She still takes half damage.
Oh right, yes, please. Then
Yes.
then roll your damage and tell me what
Hell
it is
yeah.
because
Sorry.
she's pretty hurt. So that's
Do it.
Somebody
I'm about
Get
to
her.
die.
6 plus 1, so that's 8. She takes 4.
yeah, that's anything counts. She's looking pretty hurt.
Oh.
She's looking injured, so she's going to turn to Cannabis. Cannabis, dexterity saving throw, please, as she turns back at you, angry at having been scared at you, and goes to breathe fire in your face.
I got a 3. I'm down. Unless she somehow does less than 17 damage.
She does 55 points of fire damage.
Even
And
if I had full HP.
Cannabis' armor goes catches on fire, and Cannabis is down. It is Cannabis, death saving throw.
Nat 20. Come
You are
on.
back.
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like,
you're
I'm
hoping
just
for
hoping
one.
for it. Yeah. I would. I got a 17, so that's a pass.
Okay, success. The last time I rolled this, I actually did have someone go down to a breath weapon, come back up with a natural 20, and then awesome. Yeah, exceptional Sam, your turn.
Okay. Sam is hurt and he's angry that he keeps going down because he just wants to do the cool things. And he goes up here and up here because it's, yeah.
15-foot cube. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can put
Okay.
it on
Hit
the drag.
him.
You can get the. Oh, you can't see my mouse. You can get
I can hit the
this
dragon
area
without hitting
right-
anyone else.
Yeah,
from
you
here.
can hit this cube right here
Okay.
without a problem.
So I'm gonna try Thunder Wave. Con 16
Okay.
save.
Constitution saving throw of 16. It's very good at Constitution saving throws. 19 on the die, so 25. No, 28.
Okay, it still takes half damage, but it isn't
Yep.
pushed. So
Okay.
that is 13. Damn. So 21. So then it rounds down.
Yeah, so that's 10.
Okay. So 10 damage.
Okay. Dragon's looking very, very hurt. She growls and she says, "No, you will not take my treasure from me. This is, you will not sully my gift to the goddess." Tilly's turn.
Wait.
Yep.
Can I? Bards can't bonus action. Bonus action cantrip, can they?
If you have a cantrip that's a bonus action, you can cast it as your bonus action.
Okay.
There aren't very many of them, though.
Nope, I do not.
Okay. So Tilly is going to 1, 2. Actually, Tilly is going to back away into the corner, and she is going to do her best to sight weak points of the dragon and shout them to both Sam and Joe. You have advantage on your next attack rolls against the dragon as she takes the help action with her action and bonus action. Joe, your turn. Dragon's looking pretty... Oh, you're incapacitated.
Yep, I'm incapacitated.
Okay, but you can still see her, so it still counts. Kyoko, you can't do anything. Lair action, the cloud dissipates. The dragon is going to force a geyser to erupt on Tillywick. Right here in the corner. That is a dexterity saving throw. Fail. Actually, it's a DC. Yeah, she can't get there. So Tillywick is unconscious.
And another one down, and another one down.
All right. It is Wardlaw's turn. Wardlaw is going to see if she gets her breath back. She gets her breath back.
Yeah, fuck this dragon. And then, does Spiritual Guardian still proc?
Oh, Spiritual Guardians does still proc, yes.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Joe's not unconscious. She's still conscious, so you can still maintain concentration. So it's a Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
14.
Failed.
Okay. Use last legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Okay. Well, it still takes half damage.
Still takes half damage.
7 plus 5 is 12. Plus 8 is 20, so 10. 10 damage.
Okay. Dragon is very, very hurt. And is going to look at the origin of the Spirit Guardians. You are incapacitated, so does that mean it doesn't say in the condition that you auto-fail dex saves, but I would think that would be the case.
I mean, it just means I can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah, so I will say that you can't take actions or reactions, but I'll say you still get a dex save.
Thank you.
As normal.
You're a gracious
so
God.
dex save from you, dear dear Joe.
You're a gracious God, but I'm gonna burn you.
That's not a natural one.
All right.
Oh, I miss
You
Joe.
take
Just fucking
53
gone.
points of fire damage.
How much?
53.
53.
Yes.
How does double damage super death work?
How many hit points do you have?
28.
You cannot be killed outright.
Sweet.
You didn't take double your health
Yeah.
points
Yeah.
in
Okay.
damage.
I just had a moment.
Yeah, you're fine. You're unconscious. Okay. Kenneth.
16. So that's
All right,
another
success. Sam.
It's looking very, very hurt.
It is looking very, very hurt.
Just kill it for it.
Yeah, I'm just worried because, like, I can do 3 different things right now, and that's all I can do on my turn, so...
Oh, and make a
If I miss.
concentration check, Joe.
I mean, I'm out, so.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're unconscious. You automatically fail. So
Yeah.
the Spirit Guardian fades.
Alright, I guess I'm just going to... take out my rapier and go at it.
Okay, you have advantage on your first attack roll.
I only get 1 attack.
Well, you have advantage on your attack roll then.
Would the advantage that, or the help action, would that have helped me with the saving throw?
Sure.
So 21 to hit.
21 hits, yes.
And I did 8 damage.
Still up.
Well.
What was the saving throw?
It is a dex save.
That was a 17 for me.
17 does save. So instead you take 26 points of fire damage.
I have 2 HP.
Okay.
Thank you,
You do need to make a concentration check though.
I have advantage on those.
Yes, because you're a warcaster.
Yes. Sorry, how does that work?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. So it's a straight roll. That's a 15? So
Success.
no. Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
half
The DC
half of
was
the damage
13.
I take. Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I'll say
Sorry.
that the help action gave you advantage on saving throw, which means you only. So you are still conscious. You have
Thank
you
you.
have 2 hit points. Sam,
Thank
is there anything else you can do in your turn, Sam? Any bonus actions you want to give a try?
I can just do Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Who's up right now?
Joe?
I thought Joe was down.
We retconned, so because Tillywick gave Joe the help action, I said because I did I did it for Cannabith earlier. I gave Joe retroactively advantage on the saving throw against the fire, and with advantage, Joe saved. So Joe is still conscious with 2 hit
Alright,
points.
well, then I will use Bardic Inspiration to inspire Joe, and just in pain with my rapier out, bleeding out, I'm just gonna be like, come on, we can do it. You got it.
Okay, Tilly, death saving throw for Tilly. Success. Okay, Joe, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Great question. I thought I was dead.
Damage. Damage is what you should do.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you
Is
do
my
what you're
channel-
gonna do. Don't let me tell you what to do.
No. Is my Channel Divinity, is that a spell, or would I be able to do a spell as a bonus action if I
It is an
channel
action
Divinity?
to do Channel Divinity. It does not count as a
Okay.
spell.
Okay.
It's a good Channel Divinity. I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, cool, because I don't know which one I'm talking about.
Oh well, you should have
Pass to the Grave
Turn
or
Undead,
Turn Undead.
and you have Pass
Yeah.
of the Grave.
Is a dragon undead? Would I know that?
Dragon is not undead,
Yeah.
but Pass of the Grave does not need to be undead.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm trying to um. Well, Channel Divinity Path of the Grave on it.
Okay.
It's cursed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's vulnerable to all of the next attack's damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which does that mean it takes double damage?
It takes double damage. The next thing that hits it, it takes double damage.
And then as a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith 60 feet on Sam.
Okay.
So you get a +2 AC.
Cool.
All right. Kyoko, end of her turn. Lair action. Okay. Clouds of gas are going to burble out from the ground. Oh, crap.
Wait, what is spreading from the ground?
Constitution saving throw gases.
Ah.
13.
13 is a failure. Sam, con save.
Natural 20, 24.
Hell yeah.
Success. It is Wardlaw's turn. See if she gets her breath back.
Wisdom saving
All
throw.
right, wisdom save. 18.
Yeah. So it takes half damage. I have to remember
It
that.
takes half damage. Roll your half damage, Joe.
5 plus 2 is 7 plus 4 is 11, so 5.
How would you
Wait,
like your
and-
hot topic goth girls to
Yeah.
tear the dragon apart?
And it's double damage. Okay. They all sexily walk towards her and start like tearing into her, like all sexy vampire-y.
Like something out of a
All right, so
Twilight fanfic.
this cloud of girls, of young women and girls wearing heavy black eye makeup and with long straight black hair and these white wispy shifts that float in an invisible breeze with these sharp teeth just swarm around the dragon, biting and tearing and ripping. And you see these large gashes open up on Wardlaw's skin. And this crimson blood that burns and steams when it hits the air pulls out. And eventually you see one grab an eye and pull the entire eye out, and the other one pulls another entire eye out. And you hear an anguished roar as she is collapsing. She breathes a gigantic cone of flame directly up into the air. She got a breath weapon back. And you see this fiery furnace glow inside her mouth fade from brilliant white yellow into deep red to crimson to black, and the dragon is dead.
Yay.
Cure wounds, cure wounds, cure wounds. Everybody that needs it.
Okay, everybody is
same.
now conscious, and the dragon's corpse is no more.
Vivify on it. Oh my god.
How do I manipulating these circles after the fact is a pain in the ass. So, all right. As this battle in the temple rages and ends, you see people, commoners, peek around, and you see a bunch of them crowd around. And is there a shirt key to duplicate? I don't know. There we go. You see a bunch of commoners crowd around the door and go, "Oh God, she was a dragon all along. Oh God, what have we done? Oh no, oh God!" And you see gasping and anguishing, and you see some tears as they see all of you who are charred and burned, and even for the ones of you who are in something resembling good shape, it's as though you've been through a terrible sunburn, and your armor is charred. And Tilly sort of props herself up in a corner and summons Riley back and starts just petting her in the corner and trying to get some semblance of life back into her body. And Kyoko comes up to all of you, and she looks at you and says, "Thank you so much. I have faith that this has broken her hold on the town. Please, let's go out and speak to the villagers." And she comes out, and as she steps out, you hear a cracking sound from above on the top of the mountain, and all of you rush out to the door of this temple to Tiamat, which will soon be torn down, and you see then a side of a mountain give way, and a massive avalanche starts to thunder down the mountain. And Kyoko grabs this symbol of this snowflake chrysanthemum around her neck, and snow swirls around her. You see that the temperature in the town has dropped very quickly, and snow is no longer melting when it hits the ground. And snow swirls around her, and she raises her hands and spreads them out and wails a clear crystal note, like ringing a finger around the glass, a crystal glass half full of water, and the avalanche splits in the middle, and it thunders down to each side of the town, passing safely to each wall. And you look over to the side at the hot springs, and all of the water in the hot springs has frozen over. And fortunately, the people in it have had the presence of mind to pull their legs out. And they're now going, oh God, oh no. And there is a sound of silence in the aftermath of this avalanche and the freezing over of the hot springs. And you notice a breeze comes through. For the first time since you've been in this town, a crisp, clean breeze, free of the smell of sulfur, pushes through. And you see villagers come through, and they step up before the Kyoko, and they go on their knees and they beg for forgiveness. And you hear some cheers and grateful shouts in the background, and some yells of thanks for saving the dragon. And the Kyoko comes up to you, and she waves her hand and summons the bag of gems, and she puts it into Exceptional Sam's hand. And she says, "This is a token of my thanks and an apology for leading you all into such dangerous situations. I appreciate everything you've done."
Well, we are pretty exceptional.
Indeed you are, dear Sam. Indeed you are.
Also,
All of
I
you
healed
are.
strong arm for 29, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's healed at least so they're conscious.
Okay.
And she waves another hand and summons it into her hand. And this is the wand that I promised you. And I'm going to copy and paste the details in Discord.
Very cool.
It is, she says, it is called the Winter's Wand. It was a gift from a penitent many years ago, and I never had a use for it. But perhaps one of you can find a use for such a trinket.
That's cool.
And like as usual, one of you decide amongst yourselves who gets it. Preferably someone who didn't get a magic item from last week's session or last month's session. So if you got the poison dagger, don't take this as well. And
Has no use for a wand.
and she says she clasps you each by the hand. It's the first time she's touched any of you, and you feel her hands are cold but soothing, like a cold compress when you have a fever. And she grasps each of your hands. And for you, Kenneth, it's actually it's reassuring, because normally when you shake people's hands, they're warm, and this is a soothing cold touch. For the rest of you, it's an invigorating one. Kenneth is more used to the cold, being from cold climates himself. And she says, "You are always welcome here. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know." And she disperses in a swirl of snowflakes as Ursula hobbles forward and says, "I guess you all weren't as useful as useless as you made yourselves out to be on occasion.
I resent
Well
that.
done, all of you.
Of course.
Please come with me. Let me buy you. It's the least I can do. Let me buy you dinner."
I'm gonna lean
She
over to
leads
Joe.
all of you.
I'm gonna say, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
Fuck! I wish you'd let me finish my sentence so we could have ended on that. She leads all of you to the tavern as Firefly and Joe, as Sam and Joe, build a snowman outside in the fresh snow in the newly freed village of Meijin.
Yay!
Yay!
And that's where we will end for the day.
Woo! Okay, so
Holy shit.
So this is a lesson in me just to
When
go
you
with my
attacked
first
her with your
instinct.
rapier, she had 11 hit points.
Oh my god.
You did 8.
Oh.
I had a feeling that I wasn't gonna. Well, the thing is, like, even if I had done max, it still would have only been 10.
Oh, bummer. That would have been even worse. Roll max damage on Thunderwave.
Yeah.
And she just 1 hit point.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She recharges her breath weapon on a 5 or a 6, and I only didn't roll a 5 or a 6 twice. She recharged her breath weapon 4 times.
God damn. I took fucking
Yeah.
3 of those. Then
Yeah. It's a good thing they had a meat shield. Well done, Kenneth. You did a fuck ton of damage.
Holy
You
shit,
really
you
did.
Crap.
so much damage.
So much damage.
I gotta
Jesus.
say,
Extremely well done, all of you.
So when we first walked up to the gate, I had the instant instinct to like clip one of those symbols off and put it in my pocket. And I wish we'd just done that then.
That would have been
Yeah.
so funny.
You breaking the ropes let Kyoko enter the fight earlier.
Mhm.
If you hadn't have done that, Ursula would have done it, and she would have had to enter the fight much later.
Gotcha.
Once the commotion got started. And the fact that you stole from her meant that she confronted you instead of you confronting her.
Mm.
A canon for red dragons is that they know the value to the copper piece of literally everything they own, and they know exactly where it is. And if anything is stolen from them, they will go to incredible lengths to get it back. So stealing, the fact that you were a red dragon and you stole from her meant that you didn't. If you had attacked her in the town, the commoners would have fled, and you would have gotten a round off first, essentially as a surprise round.
I'm glad that we didn't, though, because we wouldn't have had Kyoko. Everything.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of ways this could have gone.
Yeah.
I hope Tilly wasn't too intrusive. DMPCs are a really, really tight line I have to walk. I wanted her to be helpful, but not like a crutch or like I was trying to steal any of your thunder. She just tried to heal you and help you all. So if you didn't like how any of that went, please feel free to DM me, and I will take it under advisement for the future. But because this is a small party and you are coming up with a dragon, I knew you needed some sort of help.
We definitely needed it. Yeah.
And because you had a cleric and a bard, I went with a rogue. So because you already had healing in the party. If you hadn't had healing, she would have been something else.
Yeah.
Not bad. I will ask that, like, before we leave this town or whatever, considering I'm trying to go back for that, like, carved dragon piece in the basement.
Oh, yeah. You can just add that to your inventory. I don't know what's worth. There's not a gold value, but it's probably pretty valuable. I'll say that's probably worth. And it is a holy symbol of Tiamat, so it's gonna be hard to sell it. But it's pretty valuable. I'll say that it's semi-precious, so it's probably worth 500 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Nice.
The bag is 1,000 gold pieces, so each of you get 250.
Hell yeah.
Because Tilly takes her cut as well. So you don't get 333 gold pieces. And you get the wand, you get the gold. You can obviously do whatever you like with the gold. If it has a gold value in the player's handbook, you can buy it. So the way we do this, Maple, is essentially
I can wrap up quick, and then we can.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the one shot. And thank you so much to the players, and especially Aya for DMing for us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you. Love you all. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.